Uh, okay, so the guys are. Hello, everybody. We are starting the campaign. And again, going to start with a little summary. All right, well, last week, the guys were here in Amphill. They were basically, if you guys might or might not remember, there's two areas, one to the north, one to the south, that is basically the undead, I guess, outpost or fortresses that the guys have to negate or suppress. And basically, they're here. This is the area that they're at right there. And again, the Whirling Blade is the area to the south where they actually visit that area, but they didn't really investigate it. And then they went to the north, the area to the north. They were on their way to the north when they saw somebody was following them. They got in a fight with the two guys that were following them, and basically that's where they left off. So they found that the master is what the bad guy is his name is right now. They don't really know much about the guy who's coordinating the attacks or is creating the undead at the moment. So they got these two lackeys, I guess you can call lackey guys, and now they got in a fight with them last week, and actually that's pretty much all that happened last week. I mean, they did a little bit of role playing, but they ended up taking out the bad guy, which is this guy here, and then his lackey, which is underneath the bear, which is right there. All right, so they do make it back to town. So let's go ahead. Or actually, I would assume that you guys are going back to town. I don't want to, you know, if you guys got
Yeah,
something.
there's no reason to drag them through the undead unless
All
we
right.
choose to feed into the undead.
All right, so the guys make it back to town. They've got these two guys prisoner, the thief and well, that's the wrong guy. The thief and the wizard, which is this guy over here, by the way. So they're walking back into town. And all right, guys, I guess we're this is a good place to start. You guys can do whatever it is that you want to do. So what say you?
Well, I guess the first question is, how do I meet up with these adventurers?
Well, for right now, they're gonna do their thing, and then you can bug them after they do their thing. I would assume the first thing they want to do is get these guys into the jail cell, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to,
Um,
say what they're
okay, I'm
doing.
like, hey guys, take care of the prisoners. And I turn to my cat and I'm like, hey dude, I said the moment I punch this guy, turn me invisible. What the fuck? And, I'm really talking down to this cat. I'm just like, you had one job, man. And he just kind of meows and I don't take it well.
All right, all right,
All right. Well, so I'm gonna grab the two and start trucking them towards the sheriff's office.
all right. So you guys grab the two. As a matter of fact, he's outside talking to the magistrate that you guys talked to last week, and he sees you guys are coming back, and he says, "Well, boys, what brings you back so soon?"
Well, I put the two in front and say, "Well, these two were following us, and we're pretty sure they were planning to hurt us. So we thought we'd capture them, bring them to you, see if you had any warrants for their arrest or anything."
Says, "No, as a matter of fact, I don't really know who these men are." And then he
Yeah,
talked.
like,
Mhm.
what was it legal that we just detained these two people that were walking the same direction? Technically.
Well, they're a
What's?
little
Yeah, yeah. Go
technically.
ahead.
I don't know. I was going to say, we assumed that they were following us, so at least in our minds, we're justified in our actions.
Okay.
All right. So the constable basically comes up to you and says, "Well," he kind of grabs one of the guys and says, what do these guys do? I mean, I can't just arrest them for no reason. What's it? And you men are not guards or part of the militia, so what exactly what did they do to you
Uh,
guys?"
Okay. Does he believe that I'm still his superior officer, or did that just
I don't.
completely fail?
Well, not a superior officer to anyone in this town. Oh, that's right, for last week. That's right, for last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you rolled pretty high enough, but that's when you punched him.
Well, I did actually fix my stats. I mean, they're reasonable now instead of in the high 40s.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, since they already know who you guys are, there's no need for a reroll. So he basically says, well, he basically is asking you, says, well, look, I can't just put these men in jail just because you guys said so. I mean, I need to, make sure that,
Well, you can detain them for impeding an investigation. They were following me, and I'm on official business. Just hold them back for a little bit.
They they were also talking about serving some dark master or something. We're pretty sure that when we were in the inn talking about taking care of the undead for this town, that they started to pay attention to us. And then when we left, they started following us. So we're pretty sure they're in that, but they won't talk to us. They keep saying that they'll serve their masters, whoever their masters are.
exactly. All right. So he says, well, so he grabs one of the guys and takes him into the jail. Says, well, I'll go and investigate him, but I can't really charge him with anything. If anything, I will. The only thing we can do is uh, basically interrogate them. So he takes.
I say just smack them around a little bit. That usually works.
All right. Well, he's a sheriff, so he can't really. He doesn't act like a complete asshole. So he takes him
Oh,
into
okay.
the jail area, and then this is actually the constable right here. So he says, "Well, wait a minute, that's not the constable. Who is this guy? Forgot. I think this was Eduardo. So let me put the constable guy in there. All right. So the constable, basically, he's in the room and he's asking, he's saying, "Well, if you have any questions for him, I don't know exactly what to ask him." So you guys are in the room with the constable, by the way. So might want to move you guys over to the room. Let me put Zion and the rest of the guys in here. All right, so you guys are in the room with the mage and the other guy. They're tied and they're bound. They're sitting on the chairs. So anybody want to start to question these people?
Well, my first question. Okay, out of character. Didn't we discuss last week that somebody had charm person?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't
Oh,
think. Yeah, go ahead.
Eduardo.
Oh,
no,
it was Eduardo. Okay.
I gave my imp familiar a wand of charm person, I believe. Yeah, I foresaw it being important later on.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, this is out of character, by the way. Basically, you guys, it's up to you to get the information, because if the captain just because he doesn't really know what this
Oh
guy is
shit.
all about, so he's basically asking you. You got to just imagine you're in his office, and he's kind of like a little bit flummoxed on what the hell you expect him to do because he doesn't know that this particular individual did anything illegal, so he's not going to interrogate him for something he has no idea of what he did wrong. So you guys need to kind of like figure out, well, how are we going to get?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well,
Um.
just for future reference, my familiar has a wand of invisibility, color spray, cure wounds, summon monsters, and charm person. So we
That's
should be able to do that discreetly,
do you have
invisibly.
150,000 because that's a lot of money.
No, it's
Actually,
not.
the
They're
most
all first level
expensive one
spells.
was invisibility, which was 4,050, and the other ones were 750, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. I figured
So I
they'd be
mean,
a
like
little bit
the
more
rest of them
expensive.
are very minor spells.
Yeah, I figured they'd be a little bit more expensive, but okay. All right. Well,
Um,
I'm just kind of waiting for you guys to, do what you got to do.
Okay. Okay. Ba- Basically, I'm going to turn to the sheriff and say, okay. we have a spell which can have him talk to us truthfully, but I didn't want to cast it without an official presence because then it's just our word versus his. Would you allow us to cast a spell on him which will not harm him, but will have him answer our questions?
He says, sure, not a problem.
Okay, then I look over to oh, is it Nay? Oh,
May.
I'm sorry. Will. Oh, okay, you
Oh.
you don't have your character name on Roll20. So which character's name again?
Elendar.
Elendar, can you cast that spell we talked about earlier on our good friend here?
Oh, there you go. That's on the side.
Should I use just a bluff or a charisma first, or should I just go right for the spell?
Yeah, it's your call, dude.
Yes, it's your call.
Whatever you think.
All right.
I just know we tried that last week, but nothing but didn't do no good.
Well, I've got a 12 in bluff. That's the highest I'm allowed. So, I mean, I could try to bluff some information out of him with a threat. No, that would be intimidate, wouldn't it?
Is
Yeah.
APOC
That'd be
here?
intimidate, yeah.
I think he's here, right? Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay,
just
good,
wondering if you
'cause I know
wanted to
he
get.
went for coffee.
Yeah, I wondered if you just wanted to get in on some of this. Now, who's the new guy? I forgot the name. Who's the new guy?
My name's Brad, and I'll be running Ne Chevalashad.
And what is that?
By the way,
Ne,
you need
Ne
to
is
put
basically an ex-army.
a real
We haven't met him
fast.
yet.
Yeah, you need to put a picture on your character. So what you want to do is open up your journal, hit the edit button, and drag and drop a portrait into the portrait area. So that way I can have a token for your character.
All right, I've got Ne opened, and I've got bio and info, character sheets, and attributes and abilities. Or do you want me to open the edit?
Just hit the edit button and then drag and drop a picture into the portrait.
Okay, I can do that. I'll be with you shortly.
Okay, well, I guess, I have my familiar, kind of go around the corner as a cat, turn into the imp, go invisible, and kind of discreetly hit him with one charge of charm.
Okay. What's the will save he has to make then? A 15?
I
Yeah, go
actually have no idea. I'm sorry.
Well, it's a first level. It's a first level spell, so it's usually 10 plus whatever the caster level that spell's for. So, plus the modifier that's used for it.
Well, here's how it works, guys. It's basically the level of the spell. So it's 10 plus the level of the spell plus your, if it's a mage, it's intelligence. If it's a sorcerer, it's your charisma. If you're a cleric, then it's your wisdom modifier. So say, for example, your wisdom modifier is 18. That's a plus 4. So
Okay.
you add 1 plus 4 is 15. So yeah.
I was going to kind of just defer to however you wanted to go about it, but this is my familiar doing it. I took the feat to have this
But it's from a
particular
wand.
familiar.
So it's actually the DC of the creator of the wand.
Yeah,
So would it be my spellcasting level or my actual level? Because that's different.
No, it's a wand DC, and if you look down in your well, let me just open it up for you guys. Anyway, so there's a handout. It's called Wands and Scrolls Save DC. You will see that if it's a first level, it's DC 11, second level 13, so on and so forth. You could always look at it. Now that's for wands, technically, or rods or whatever.
Well, this should be a first level wand.
So it's a DC 11. So he has to make an 11 will save, I believe.
No, but it's also the creator's intelligence. So
No,
or charisma.
Well, if it's been bought, you don't know what that modifier is. That's
I just bought this third hand. I'm assuming it has 50 charges. I didn't really check.
Yeah, 50 charges is fine. But anyway, the wands are always the minimum. So the minimum, in order for you to cast a charm, is a wisdom of. Wait a minute, you're a cleric, right? Remember, you're a cleric, right?
Oh no, I'm
he's
arcane
he's a
trickster.
mage.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Charm is the first level, so it's 11, right? Correct.
My mage level is a combined 9. and I was wondering, does my familiar get any benefits from me, or does my familiar gain in level? I was going to see how you wanted to handle that.
No,
That's
no, no.
only if he casts a spell. Like only if your imp casts a spell. That's when
Yeah,
you need to figure out variable DCs. But when
Okay, so
it's
he's just using the
item
wand.
created, you just
yeah.
buy it like, and it's always the
Yeah.
lowest level.
Right. So you have now the imp is basically considered some kind of a freakazoid. So if you have your imp around around the I guess the rural areas, they're gonna kind of freak out. So that's use
Well,
what you
that's why he can transform into a cat, but he's invisible right now,
yeah,
so
but
it's
oh,
all
okay,
cool.
I see. Well, you need to handle a wand with your. I don't think a paw. I don't think a cat could grab a
Oh
What
wand.
he's
no,
saying,
he
what he's
he
saying is, go ahead.
You
he
good?
transformed back into an imp,
Yeah. Again,
went
if he's
invisible
an
as a free
imp,
action,
yeah, if he's
and
an imp, they're
then
gonna
used
hunt
his
him down.
wand. And
All right. So if you want to
well,
So
that's
have,
he's
why he was in a cat formed.
all right, let's get a little confused here. All right, if he's a cat, which he's fine, he can't use the wand. If he turns into an imp, he's gonna be shot by the sheriff. So what do you want to do?
Oh no, he went around the corner,
Well, well,
kind of
well, he's
somewhere.
here. Yeah, he's here. I mean,
Went
you
back to his
guys,
natural form.
mhm.
Cast. Oh,
You guys are in
yeah.
the
Okay. Didn't
sheriff's
realize where we were,
office.
but behind a barrel. I mean,
Yeah, well, he's
yeah, it's
he.
a cat, dude. And behind stuff. I mean, he just behind something, transforms, goes invisible. It's
Well,
hardly
I
noticeable.
don't. Well, one thing real fast. I don't run a cartoon campaign. It kind of has to be a little bit believable. This is not any kind of, just a warner. It's just that
Okay.
I don't go
Well, I mean,
for.
however you
Yeah,
want
I
to
mean, if
go
it sounds
about
like, yeah, this is
it.
totally legit, we can. That's fine. But if you're doing all this cartoon stuff, that's not gonna work. I mean, just a little heads up. So,
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. Well, chills and I bluff. It's just like, hey, this is a real bad dude. The mental health is on the up and up right now, and I use my bluff skill.
okay, yeah. So you basically wait a minute. You're the new guy, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm the guy that punched the guy that I'm hyping up right
Oh, I'm
now.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm over here thinking about the new guy. All right, yeah. Go ahead and do. I keep. Yeah, you already been playing. My bad. Oh yeah, just go to his face and punch him or do whatever it is you got to do.
No,
But mm,
I'm using a little bit of tact this time.
sure, sure. All right. So you walk up to him and so basically, what was your intimidate? All right. Well
I'm
you're
like, hey, the guy that I punched, the magister, or no, not the magister, the constable. You don't want to like get on this guy's bad side, like really, dude. Like,
He's
just
bad.
tell
He's
him,
a horrible individual.
all
yeah,
right. So
just
you so you,
tell him what's going on, and I'll put in a good word with you. Try to keep you safe.
okay.
I
Yeah.
took you all the way back here.
All right.
Obviously, I don't want to just kill you.
All right, so he kind of looks at you, and since remember he was spitting in your face last time, he kind of looks at you and says, "Well, I'm not saying anything. If I do, the master's gonna kill me. So do your worst."
I kind of chuckle and say, my worst is way, way on another level than your master. So, all right. And I kind of crack my knuckles and use another bluff score. Try to really. No, that would be an intimidate. Shit. Uh, I kind of, see if anyone else does anything.
Yeah, you can do an intimidate, but the thing is he's already explained to you that if he doesn't want to die, so he's like, well, I don't want to die, so if I tell you, then I know I'm gonna
Yeah,
die. So
I put
he's
levels into bluff and not intimidate. So if anyone's scary, I mean, prime opportunity.
Well, this is my question. Is there any way you can go out into the hall where there's nobody at and get the wand from your cat so I can use it?
I don't know how transfigured person's inventory works. Well,
A
like,
wand, a wand's a wand. You just say you hand it to me, I use it, and I hand it right back
I mean,
to you.
but an imp is a magical creature, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
can I just like go over and pet my cat and be like, oh, and here's my wand, or like, do I actually need to be
That's why
discreet about this?
that's why I
But
was suggesting going into a different room into a hall where no one can see you, have him change and have him hand it to you. Then you can come back in here when he's a cat again and hand the wand to me.
No, it doesn't have to be that complicated, guys. I mean, it is a cat, and cat is not, even if he's a magical cat, they're not gonna be like freaked out about it because magic is common. The thing is they don't like little devils flying around.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
it
no
is
no.
a lawful neutral creature. Like, I get that. That's why the cat form was important for him.
Yeah, so if he's a cat, then totally grab your wand and do what you got to do. All right, so I would assume you get the one and you give it to
Yeah,
Sion.
yeah.
Now, Sion,
Yeah.
you're a cleric. You can't cast charm, can? Well, you can, right? Yeah, you can.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I've
All right. So
cast charm before.
you cast charm, and go ahead and I guess it's 11. I got to make a save on that. So let me make a save. So real fast.
Well, he's gonna make it. He's a 10th level. Fuck.
Yeah,
He's
mage.
he's. Uh,
I got
well,
to use
hopefully
this.
he
I
does.
got to I got to use this token because that's where I have all my templates. All right. So
Ah,
all right. So there you go. That
yeah.
yes. Yeah, it's a
He
will
has a
save.
plus. He has a
Yeah.
+7. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
All right. So you try to cast it with the wand. He's basically immune to it. The sheriff is kind of like just watching with amusement. The guards are just kind of watching you guys do what you got to do. So anything else you guys want to try?
Um, that was just a
Yeah, I'm gonna
misuse
go
of
bring out my
the
bear.
wand, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
let him do the
Night Glider.
intimidate.
What's your intimidate score?
I'll go outside and grab Swipes, the bear.
I mean, you've got a bear. Bears are very intimidating, but like, you have any pluses besides a bear?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you-
I'm on Skype. I'm on Skype. I thought my Skype was working.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go get my bear, and like I'll bring him in, and then like I sort of get him to attack it, but I say, look, I can't control him. I can't control him. You better start talking.
All right. So he basically is going to make another. I guess that's another intimidate, which I'm pretty much
Oh,
not going to.
yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
does my
I
familiar
don't know
have
what-
like any ability scores? Like,
He should. You'd have to look it up.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
well,
What?
oh,
I don't know
shoot,
what's up with my bear, because every time he swipes in the journal, but every time I drag him over, I don't have control over him. And
Oh, okay. Well, there was another bear down there. So let me get. You go over here as well. All right. So let me delete those guys. Oops. Yeah, you got Shagmeister there. Let me put the bear in there. All right. So you get your Grizzly Adams bear to walk into the room, and then he kind of I would assume he growls and he kind of starts
yeah,
he starts well whatever it is you want him to do.
he starts walking up there, like like in Game of Thrones when the dire wolf sort of
All right.
was intimidating Jamie Lannister.
Right.
okay,
Right.
well, like as the bear's coming up, my familiar can speak common. It goes, like, meow, holy shit, man, like, you better fucking talk, and if there's any bonuses to persuasion or intimidation, like, add whatever you think is appropriate.
No, he again. The room is filled with a bunch of humans, and the bear is his primary focus right now. So he's really not
Yeah, I
going to
mean,
give a
my cat makes a point of making a scene and getting out of its way. Well,
Yeah.
like, oh no.
All right. So the guy kind of crawls or kind of falls on the chair. He starts to crawl towards the wall, and well, not crawl, but with a little scoots towards the wall, and he basically says,
I say, look, I haven't fed the bear in was it about a week now, Sion? He's pretty hungry.
At least a week and a half.
all right. So this
He's
is where
pretty hungry.
this is where the
The cat meows from the barrels and says, "Since the last cat," and kind of hides again.
Gee, since that last guy that we tried to interrogate last week, wasn't it, Sion? That was the last time I fed him.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yeah, he's pretty hungry. And like
All right.
I talk to the bear in the head and say, "Give him a good lick in the face, Swipes,"
All right. So
like telepathically.
he starts to basically says, all right. What do you want to know? I'm gonna be dead
Everything.
anyways, regardless. Tell
You'll
us
live
everything.
longer if you speak the truth and head the other way.
He says,
Yeah, I sort
look.
of pull out a treat, give it to Swipes, and Swipes goes, "Meow," and eats it. And I said, "Look, I can only keep feeding him treats for every answer you give me. So if you don't give me an answer, he's gonna get hungry."
And he says, okay, look, all I know is that this particular individual is from the city of Luxcan. They're supposed to try to destroy the town in order for the city of Luxcan to invade to the south. Let me just show you the map, since you guys might not know where Luxcan
Is this the
is.
first time we've ever heard of LookScan?
Yeah, it's above the Neverwinter, guys. It's let me see if I got a good. Yeah, let's go to the big map. Let me just show you the big map. All right, so Luxcan is way up here. So somebody needs to make a knowledge local, because it gives you a little bit of an idea of
Oh,
what the Luxcan's all about.
I don't think I have a knowledge local, but let me check.
Anybody got
What about
knowledge
knowledge
local?
geography?
I have
I
the
don't have.
potential to put points in there. I don't believe I did.
Luxcan.
Well, I have a
Knowledge
5 to it just through my intellect. I can make a roll.
Well, Luxcan. Well, a knowledge local is a knowledge. It's a trained skill, so you have to actually have some points in it. You have to have at least
Well,
one rank.
it's part of my class.
Oh, okay. Well then,
I
yeah,
just
go ahead.
have a 5 to intelligence, and it's natural to either wizardry or roguery. I
Right.
don't remember
Did you
which.
put any ranks in it? Because there's a lot of things. A mage. I mean, they could have a lot of feats
No,
or
I
skills
just
that.
have a nat 5
Oh,
to
okay.
it. I didn't add anything to it past that. That seemed appropriate, and I rolled a 23. So
All right.
You
Well, let me.
did? Because it didn't pop up there. Oh, yours is still on that whisper thing, isn't it?
oh, I'm whispering. How do I fix that?
Delete it.
Uh.
Just on where your skills are, you've got like a macro to the right of it, and there's like a whole heap
Yeah.
of jargon of code. Yeah, just delete the W but leave the and. So yeah, just delete the W off
Oh,
the macro.
Jesus, that's you don't realize
Yeah,
how many skills I got. Like from now on, I'll just delete it as I go, right?
Yeah.
The
yeah, you
macro.
could do,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
or you
I'll
can
just
do
do
it
it
all
that
at
way.
once.
Oh,
All right,
dude, I had I had almost 200 points to spread out, like
but you
closer
don't
to
actually delete.
160.
Don't delete any of the number of your attributes. Just the W on the far right of the skill page on your character sheet.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you did put a bunch of fives on there. That's crazy. You have six.
Well, he's a
Well, I've
wizard.
got a 20
Yeah.
intellect, so
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, you did put some ranks in there. You actually put, you put 5 ranks into your knowledge checks, right?
no, that was I believe my intellect, just
Oh,
my
that's just a
natural
modifier.
ability modifier. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a 20.
And I
Yeah.
figured that was enough for a lot of stuff. I was focusing on
Oh,
other
okay. All right. So,
utility stuff.
okay.
Heads up, Will. You probably want to put some ranks in it, man. Like
Yeah.
just because you're a wizard, you get all those class skills. None of us do.
Oh well, I'm focused on. Okay, well, I'm gonna bluff to people's faces, and then shoot, what was the skill I was talking about last time, where I can feint, and then get sneak attacks on opportunity just by my bluff skill,
Yeah, that's improved feint. That's actually a feat though.
which I actually have. Well, like
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
made a point of
that
making.
uses your bluff as a move action. You can get someone flat-footed. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
It's
yeah,
pretty
then
cool.
that's actually what this character is built on.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Ender, go ahead and click on your skills tab, or I'll go ahead and click it for you. Now, here's the thing: you didn't put any ranks into all the things that you have a 5 in. You technically
Mm.
don't. Well, the things that are trained only. So you technically don't have any ranks in any of the knowledge. So,
Oh,
yeah,
jeez, I did
yeah.
not realize that.
Yeah, it's a trained skill.
Yeah, you have to be trained in for
Oh wow.
unfortunately.
Um, I hate to do this again with my skills, but like that's something I was never really taught on. Can I
That's
say
cool,
I
man.
have a
That you do.
one on a variety of those, so I can fix this later?
Yeah. Oh, just so you realize, I have lots of ranks in knowledge religion, so you don't really have to worry about that one.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm no
Yeah, I
knowledge
was
nature.
focusing on like bluffing to people's faces, opening thieving skills, stuff like that, hiding.
All right. Well, not
Yeah,
a
that's
problem.
cool.
Hiding is good.
Yeah. So basically, you're gonna want to
That's what we need.
change. Do you have any skill points that are left? Do you have any remaining?
Oh
That you,
no, I use those, but can I say I have a one in that, so it's a six? So I can do that pretty easy.
yeah, you're gonna have to reduce something else to make up for it. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you have,
I went through that all before. Um, no, I can't do that. That's for my arcane
well,
trickster.
while you doing that, you
I'll
can
say that's
roll
a
it.
four right now.
You can go ahead and roll that when you fix your thing because you're gonna have to click on the dice to roll. Anyway, this is luck scan right here, guys. So basically, well, yeah. Well, first, I can't really tell you anything other than knowledge geography, knowledge local.
So
No,
this
Yeah.
this necromancer's up in Luskan now, is he?
Well, the
What
no, no, no.
exactly do I need to delete on my macro window to have that show up for everybody?
Oh,
Just delete the W.
yeah.
Leave the and.
Okay,
All right.
so slash GM and.
Yeah. Go ahead and
No,
try to
not even slash GM. Slash the WGM.
slash W.
So
Yeah. Let me.
GM and. That's all it means.
No, don't delete the end. Leave the end. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
yay!
Got to.
I put a one into knowledge. Uh, oh no, that's religion.
Yeah, you need a knowledge local.
Yeah. Just put
Yeah,
just make that
that's what I
5 into a
was
6.
trying to do.
Yeah, just make that 5 into a 6 real fast. All right, let's just say that that 23 is high enough to where it's not going to be an issue. All right, so basically, since you made your check, you know that the town of the Lux or the city of Luxcan is known as the city of
There we go.
cells. Now, here's the thing: the Luxcan has an organization called the Host Tower of the Ukraine. The Host Tower of the Ukraine. Now, these particular individuals,
Arcane Brotherhood.
yeah, they are Arcane Brotherhood. So basically, he tells you, he says, "Look, I'm from the Arcane Brotherhood. I was told here to sabotage this town because it's going to be an area for our fortification to attack the city of Waterdeep. That's all I know. I was here to basically destroy the town." All right.
You were here
So
to destroy this town.
yes, we were supposed to try to scare the people out of it, and then we were going to come in and just infiltrate the town and take over.
How are you
Seems like a
controlling
bold
the
plan.
undead?
He says, "I am a necromancer.
The only one?
I'm the only one here." Yes.
It's doubtful if there's undead springing up in two locations over a fair distance, right? I mean, like, how far away are these two spots?
They're not that far apart. They're maybe about a mile.
Can you cast Zone of Truth?
Yeah,
Son?
like that sounds like a cleric thing right
Yeah.
here.
Yes, I can. I am at that
Cast it,
level.
man. Cast it.
Okay. Well, I do my praying bit in front of him, and all of a sudden you guys just see like a golden globe like surrounding me in like a things like a 20 foot area, and everybody has to speak the truth now. I'm
All
gonna
right.
get the spell here now for sure.
All right.
If he
So
wants to lie, I think he has to make a will save.
yes, he has to make a will save, but I'm not going to make a will save because he doesn't want to die uh, by the bear's face being ripped off or his face being ripped off. So he's basically just trying to save his ass. So he said, "Oh, all right, I already told you what we're here for. we're gonna infiltrate. Like I said, we're gonna infiltrate the town, and basically, this is gonna be an outpost for our invasion of Waterdeep.
Okay, here's my next question. Is there any undead still walking around that could cause trouble to this town?
Oh, almost certainly.
Well, he says, well, the master is basically the one in charge. I'm only here on his behalf. He's the one from this area.
What's
Who's
the
the master?
master's name?
Let me go ahead and spell it out because I probably can't pronounce it. Well, yeah, I can't pronounce it. Shaloth. Shaloth? The Shaloth.
Shayla. And is he in town now, or
He's
is he due to come
he's
back?
he's probably still at one of the locations. The thing is, there's a teleporter between both of those towns, so I never know which location he's gonna be. He might be at the Hall of Whirling Blades or the Shrine of Tempest at Ruined Death Manor. So again,
Uh,
without
I
me,
step up and I ask him about this teleporter. Like, is this like an at-will thing, or is there a ritual involved? Like,
no, it's a common
if we catch him at
teleporter.
one, is he just going to go to the other?
Well, the teleporter is basically his main office. From there, it goes to the other location at the Hall of the Whirling Blade.
So we could find it through the other.
Says, well, if again, I'm not exactly sure where he is. Most of the time, he might be at either location. So it just depends on what he's trying to do at the moment. Basically, I'm here to work with him on creating more undead to scare the people from the town or either kill them any way we can. We have a couple of your prisoners, but most of them have already been turned into particular ghouls or wraiths.
Where's the prisoners?
Okay, so I turn to the constable. And I'm like, hey, any reason we shouldn't just leave him here now? I mean, he just admitted to conspiracy to commit murder.
And then he says, yes, we'll go ahead and take care of him.
And I kind of turned the rest of the group and was like, any other questions? Or
Yeah, where are these prisoners kept? Undead Manor or Whirling Blades?
They're at the manor to the north.
Alright.
You'll find them at
we should go first.
He said you'll find them at the at one of the basement levels. From there, hopefully, again, I'm not exactly sure if you've already been to some. I think you've already been to one location, so you know what to expect.
Yeah. You're gonna be hung in the morning. So I'll see you later.
And then he kind of looks at the sergeant like he's really scared, and then they just grab him and they just kind of take him to one of the jail cells.
okay.
As well
You're
as
on
his
death row, buddy.
as well as his lackey. All right, yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't really paying attention with the control of the bear situation, but I seem to be having the same problem with my cat.
Oh, okay. I'll fix. I'll fix that. All right.
Alright, we probably need a few more players. I think we probably need a couple more heroes, though.
Well, I did
bigger
come
than
to this
us.
town with the intention of solving the undead crisis.
Yeah.
I did get a handful of 50 GP potions of invisible to undead.
Ooh, that's nice. I mean, but ooh, I thought druids could also memorize that spell.
Well, I've got, I believe enough. I really maxed out my gold use.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like I said, I came here to this town to solve the undead problem, and being an arcane trickster, I thought, hey, if I just quaff a potion and I'm invisible to these dudes, problem solved.
That sounds good. And with me being a cleric, I can help there as well. But I'm sorry, guys, I had to leave. What did I miss?
When did you leave?
Hey, I just want to.
When he was talking. he was taught when you asked him if the teleporter was an at will thing or if there's a ritual
Oh.
involved.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's no ritual. I think it's just a portal, and
Yeah.
he's got some prisoners up at Run Death Manor.
Yeah, but for a necromancer, prisoners aren't hostages; they're potentially ammunition. So.
Yeah, I know, but we should try and save them in anyway.
Yeah, we should.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, yes. But we need to be tactful about it. I mean, you don't just go up to a necromancer with hostages and punch him in the face, per se.
It worked for
No.
you.
Oh, well, he wasn't a necromancer, but yes.
Anyway, we
Necromancer.
should probably
I'll take care of him.
get some more people to join our party. It's a little thin.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Oh, we haven't met the new guy.
Yeah, so we should go
Yeah,
to
we
the
need
inn
to
and see
go
if we
to
can
town.
recruit.
We need to recruit some more meat shields. I mean volunteers.
That's right, apprentices,
Elendar shares a knowing wink. It's like, yes.
interns.
Intern.
Yes.
Non-paid interns.
That's right, work experience kids.
Grippa,
Anyway,
my
so we
familiar
go
meows
to the inn to meet our new character.
All right. So you guys walk out. Did you want to say anything to? You want to ask anything to the constable or the magistrate?
Oh, I get the fuck out of there. I'm not talking to that dude again.
We would ask that he would just hold these two people until we finish our business up there at the manor, since they're obviously
Dude,
trying to
they're
hunt
conspiring.
He said, "Well,
conspiring to commit murder against a whole town.
yeah." Well,
So
the
he needs-
constable kind of walks up to you and says, "Well, now that don't you think the master's going to be looking for one of his own? I think this is going to pretty much just put the pressure on us to try to locate this particular master as soon as possible. Because as soon as he
I thought
finds
it was
out,
your job to protect the town, and it was our job to deal with that.
well, we've already lost half our men, so if we have undead coming from the north and the south, we're going to be spread out pretty thin. So if you guys can try to take care of this as soon as possible, that would be great.
Oh yes, we're gonna
Okay,
go.
are the
up to
undead actually affecting the village, or are they just affecting the townspeople?
They're taking the townspeople.
Okay, but they're not destroying any buildings or infrastructure?
No,
I don't know. He never mentioned anything about that, so I'm gonna say no.
I mean, you could ask him.
No, I ask him.
Oh, he says, well, we haven't heard of any destruction to the land. It's mostly the people that have been missing throughout the last couple of weeks. From what I can probably tell is that he's holding them prisoner for some unknown reason, or they might be altogether dead.
All right, well, I kind of, turn to the marshals, the people in charge of the town, and the party. I'm like, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but in that case, you take all the townspeople, you put them in the jail. That's the most defensible building in the whole area, right? Kind of look around, and it's like, well, when the fog comes in, let loose all the murderers, let them deal with time, It's just like, if they die...
But isn't that like putting all the fish in a barrel? I mean...
Well, I mean, it's definitely
No one would
minimizing
put
the
that in
front
jail.
that you're fighting.
Not true. They don't have
Instead
to
of fighting in a circle, you've got a hallway.
Says, well, that's a good idea. And then he says, let's go ahead and put that advice into use. So they go ahead and later on, since it's about maybe 4 p.m, they're going to go ahead and talk to the townsfolk and get that going. All right.
Okay.
So and then one of the mattresses says, don't you think that's going to cause panic? He says, well, I don't think it should, since somebody's going
kind of turn to him, and I'm like, dude, 50% of everybody is dead. Like, come on. I kind of just like throw it off. This is like, are you kidding me?
He says, well, yeah. And then
this is a problem.
He tells the guards that
And it's
go
a real
ahead and
problem. This is my solution, and it's the best one. And I just kind of walk off.
All right, so he basically agrees with you guys, and he starts to implement the plan. You guys are outside. You said you were going to go where again?
To the tavern to try to get some more helpers.
All right, now the
And
town.
while we're in the tavern, how much is a keg of ale?
Can you
Not that
carry
much.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm wanting to buy a keg of ale to send it to the larger sale that all the people are going to be kind of congregating in that aren't fighting, just to kind of smooth the dispositions and the anxiety.
Well,
You know, like if it's 50 gold, like hell yeah.
yeah. Well, right now uh, I don't want to say the move. What's the word here for the leaving exit? What's the word I'm looking for?
Exile,
Exit. Well, there's another word. Anyway, you guys get
Banishment?
no. When the town leaves the city, it's called
Exodus.
Exodus. Yeah, that's right. So the Exodus hasn't started yet since you guys are just leaving the town. So the town folks are still, they're just still doing their work. They're doing their laundry, whatever it is. So they're not in panic mode at the moment. That's probably going to
Oh
happen
shit.
in a couple of
Uh,
hours.
I kind of turn to the party and I'm like, "Hey guys, do I really step my foot into it again, or like we
Well, no,
cool?"
they're. I mean,
I
they're. Yeah, go ahead.
And then I turn to the bartender and I'm like, "Hey man, how much for a keg of ale?"
All right. Well, he's over here, so he can't hear you from way over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start working my way over there.
All right, so the big guy kind of looks at you, and let's just say you're there. He looks at you and says, "What do you have in there, boys or boy?"
No, I asked for a keg of ale.
Says a keg of ale. Well, okay, that's gonna be 50 silver there, son.
Would that be 25 gold?
No, 50 silver. That would
50?
be yeah. That would be 2 gold.
No, 50
No,
Oh,
silver. Yeah, that's
5 gold.
5 gold.
5 gold.
oh,
Okay.
I fucking do that. And I'm like, hey, here's an extra silver to deliver it to
Oh
the
no, no,
jail
no, no,
cell.
sorry, that's even
Tell
half a gold. So it's 100, isn't?
Oh yeah,
No,
that's right.
it's tens. That's
I
right.
give him a whole gold piece, and I'm like, hey man, just take it to the jail cell. Tell the Commodore this is from Elendar. This is for the plan, just to kind of smooth things over. Tell everyone that it's here. There'll be a little bit of a party.
He says, "Well, that all right, boy, all right," and then he calls his one of his gophers, and he gets the job done. All right. So let me
And
actually.
then I turn back to the party. I'm like, hey man, like I think my job's done. And I kind of
Yeah,
just
no,
sit
it's way
back
to
with
go.
some fire wine.
All right, all right. So you guys again, you're still in the tavern. You're watching the people around you. Everybody's pretty much at ease. The exodus hasn't really started at the moment, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal because again, the people do know that there is danger in the town. So it's not like people are going to be, screaming and yelling uh,
But they
towards.
were already a little on edge.
Yeah,
I would
exactly,
guess.
exactly. Yeah. All right. So the females are basically talking to you, Mr. Nightglider, and there's, your girlfriend is kind of asking you, says, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, I just you told you had to be working, so I've got a job to do.
Says, "Why? What's with all the secrecy?" And it seems that your friend over here is being somewhat extra generous.
Oh, well, he kind of punched the constable, so he's got to get a few brownie points.
All right.
Okay, I
Kind.
kind of lean over the table. I'm like, hey, I did overstep my bounds with the constable, and might be a little bit of a party tonight. You girls are invited, but we might be not be attending. We've got business,
All
as
right.
Night Glider said.
All right. All right.
And
I
I kind of
guess.
nod to him.
All right. Well, you guys do.
Excellent.
I might as well get the new guy in here. So you guys are scanning the room. It seems that there's some
Oh, I'm
Weird
keeping an eye on the doorway, waiting for the storm to break.
Wow,
Oh,
look at this guy. He's got a gun.
does he look at it? Got a gun?
That is a
He's
scary
got a gun in his
mofo.
right
Oh,
hand.
yeah. All
I'm
right.
looking at the door, but I look over. I'm like, holy shit! And I point at him. It's like, one of hey, dirty druid, scary dude. And like, talk to the scarier dude.
All right. Well, let me
Yeah.
take a whiz, and you guys can role play with the new guy. Be back.
All
This
right,
is
I'll set as
cool
my-
picture. Very cool picture.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
well,
I'll
like
take that as my cue. Essentially,
I'm not gonna go over and talk to him.
what you've got here is the equivalent of a cowboy. In the Middle Ages, they referred to them as caballeros in the Iberian Peninsula, and they did what they've always done. They've herded cattle, they've grounded up horses, that kind of thing. This fellow's recently out of the army, so he's wearing his army duster and cap. He's obviously armored beneath. It's a little unusual in that it's very well crafted and probably enchanted. It's a stone plate. So that's what you see approaching you. The fellow doesn't seem to have any obvious weapon on him, although he does have a rather thick rod hanging from his belt.
Lol.
I did not intend full entendre there.
I don't know why I thought.
Well, I will be very disappointed if you don't have spurs. That perhaps jingle, jingle, jingle.
Actually, spurs are a cruel and unnecessary and hindrance to good horsemanship. He will walk across the bar. He'll note the intense gaze, and well, since Nay's always been one to face trouble head on, will turn in and dip his hat and howdy, fellas. Anything I can help you with?
Oh, so you're an actual like cowboy? Okay.
Yep.
Can I ask?
Is that me? Oh,
Can I ask where the player character is from?
Oh, my name's Brad, and I'm from Texas.
Okay. I'm from a little bit north of you.
Oklahoma?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from like a little bit west of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Australia?
It's less
Yeah.
shitty than Oklahoma, trust me. I mean, granted, everything isn't trying to kill me here, but it's not Australia.
Or east, yeah. Probably just as far south.
Okay. I would have to review what my familiar can do. I think I'm level 9. A black cat goes up and rubs up against you and casts detect magic. Like, can you just give me a heads up on what it detects?
Well, he'll glow from head to toe with regards to his armor. His rod is enchanted, and that's pretty much all you can see on him directly without lifting the dust.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, from
You see, my
mechanical,
character,
from a mechanical point of view, the wand is a wand of flame, flame blade.
nice.
So
Yeah, my character's a little ghostwise halfling. He looks very feral, like he's straight out of like some sort of primitive tribe. Lots of little bone talismans in his dreadlocked hair. He looks a bit like the Predator. He's got like
Yeah,
a dragon.
he starts
spear
going
around
into
his
an
neck.
ancestry. I'm like, oh, whoa. Don't get him too far off on that. Like, he'll start biting you.
So what you're saying there, son, is you're an engine.
That's pretty much, yeah.
All right. Well, not all of them are bad. There are a few good apples in there, and I'm pretty sure if they let you into town, you're one of them.
there's a legend of Tonto, who's a great man of my tribe.
I see. Well, me myself, I'm basically what you might call an equestrian, a professional cavalry scout. Now I've been
I
looking to
roll a bluff check, and I'm like, "You're a centaur?" I really try to sell it.
centaur. No. I ride horses. I'm not one.
Well, a centaur rides horses too.
Well,
They are a
that
horse.
just sounds sick.
Well, not if you're a centaur. I mean, shit, I don't judge. And I kind of like fade into the shadows.
Uh, look. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but cowboys have a history in the local culture with regards to jokes of that sort, and might be taking a little personal. Just just letting you know. I'm
Don't
straight.
worry, he's great. The last guy he tried to introduce, he just punched the constable. He just got out of jail.
I pop out of the shadows and I'm like, "Hey, man, it's all cool." And I forgot my joke, and I just fade back.
Well, as I was saying, I'm looking to make my fair share of a fortune before I settle down with a little lady and start a family. And from the
You don't need a
looks of y'all,
fortune to do that. I have a cousin that does it all the time.
I prefer to confine myself to a single madam, and I look forward to giving her a life worth living. So that's going to take a heap of coin. Now, if I'm not mistaken, y'all have the look of some adventurous rascals about you. Is that implying too much?
Nope.
How do you feel about the undead?
The undead are a scourge on humanity and need to be eradicated, more or less.
I like them.
Slime.
If you said something, Skype must have taken your tongue.
Oh, I said first line, and there was a very long and awkward pause after it.
Well, that's it. It just turned it into a robot squeal for me.
Okay.
All
Says, well,
right.
you're welcome along. You're welcome to join us, friend. Pays not much, but you can find what you earn, what you keep.
Well, that's a
You keep what
generous
you earn.
offer, and I gotta let you know a few things up front. You may want to change your mind a bit once you learn.
Earning what you keep isn't that generous. And then I back off again.
Well, hear me out before you go forgiving me all that much. Look, I'm a soldier. I'm a good country folk that was raised on a ranch by guys.
What army do you serve with? That comes precedence
When Waterdeep
from somewhere else.
When Waterdeep has the need to go campaigning, I've been more than willing to sell my services for the right coin. But for right now, I've found that more independent contracting is a way to a better, happier future. So, as I was saying, there are a few things you need to know about me. The first thing, of course, is that I don't come alone. I'm what you might call a dynamic duo. What are your attitudes with regards to the supernatural? You got any problems with it?
No.
Oh, that's
I have a
excellent.
supernatural affliction with my goat. You see, like a goat next to him.
I just slap my hand because he said that really wrong.
I chuckle and then I laugh at Grippa, my familiar, and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, get a load of this guy.
I see.
Looking like he's a wizard, acting like he's a fighter."
Well, that's more or less what I was trying to imply. You see, I've got a partner by the name of Diane. She's been with me my whole life. We're practically family. I raised and trained her
Are you
myself.
actually family?
Sister, brother, that kind of thing, but not really. It's just, you see, horses live to be about 50 years old, and as such, if you take the responsibility for one and you grew up with one from 5 years old on up, they tend to be part of the family and not just pets, not just working animals. Now, the reason I mention this is Diane's special. You heard of unicorns and pegasi, right?
Well,
You heard of them, right?
I think
Yeah.
we're just
Okay. Well, you know they're
Fucking
not exactly normal. They got a magical enchantment about them. Well, Diane's very magical. She's expressed all manner of healing arts and saved countless lives when we were working for the service. And I just need to know that you're cosmopolitan enough to take the enchanted nature of my partner without running in fear and otherwise causing trouble.
Of course.
kind of nuts.
I've got a bed.
I'm like, hey man, that seems like he's on the up and up, and sounds cool to me.
Well, that's very generous of you. I appreciate it. Not everybody's willing to put up with a magic horse.
Okay, so it's not an actual unicorn, because that would have been cool.
No, it's not an actual unicorn. It's a horse. Let me explain. Mechanically, Nay is not a hippie. What's a hippie? A hippie is a druid. Nay is not a druid. He is, but he's not. he's very much a cowboy. All of the supernatural shenanigans of his druid spellcasting are attributed by Nay to his magic horsing. So think of the horse as an unnecessary but always going to be used focus for any expression of his druidic powers.
Gotcha.
Without the horse being there, Nay is not going to be casting anything. And as far as he's concerned, it's all the horse's fault. Or responsibility, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what he's trying to get across. And he's got a horse that's likely to be hung for a witch in a sufficiently stupid village. So, now that we've established that you guys are not going to be prejudiced about a spellcasting horsey, we have to deal with the other minor little details.
I'm a dreadhead that was deferring to the druid that you were consulting, and then I was like, hey, what are you gonna ask?
Oh,
Nature
I'm sorry.
shit, what's up?
Nay is not at all familiar with druids. He is a druid, but he doesn't have the druidic language, for example. He doesn't have a
Are you
single,
saying Nay can't know?
he doesn't have a single rank in knowledge arcane or knowledge religion. He's absolutely ignorant of his druidic heritage. It is entirely
Shift over my skill set to put one in a whole bunch of
right.
was not. I've got a 1+5 int, I think, on nature. Yes, I do.
All right. Well, the other little matter that I have to share with you before we accept one another's fellow troopers in any mercenary engagement is this. You're going to have to keep it to yourselves because I really don't like having to kill the innocent for getting in my face about it. So huddle around and I'll serve a couple of drinks and we'll get this started. Essentially, it's like this. An adventurer's life is often filled with troubles that fun to hear about around a campfire with the bard, adding his 2 cents worth to the richness of the tale. But living such an adventurous life can be a pain in the ass. And one of the things that does come about from time to time is, well, you've heard of vampires and, all kinds of unnatural critters like werewolves and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you know how it can be spread around through unfortunate encounters with such critters, correct?
Yeah.
Keep it under your hat, but I've been looking for a cure for lycanthropy for about 8 years now. I ain't found one yet, and I am just absolutely sick to death of belladonna. I ain't gonna choke down another of those damn things.
I can't hear you. I didn't hear a word of that. I mean, you're breaking up too much.
Both of us or one of us?
Will.
So, did you just say you're...
under the
Werewolf.
difficult. No, not a werewolf. I might actually be able to live with that. No, it's worse. Under the right stresses, I can occasionally lose all control, and well, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I'm a werepony.
So you turn
What
into
the-
into a vicious, man-eating werepony,
I
and
I
at
turned
that
into a medium-sized equine of unusual stature.
Scion just busts out laughing because he's never heard of that before. He's
Yeah,
never heard of a
totally
werepony.
right.
He just starts laughing.
I will give you such a look, because if you know anything about horses, they live a tough life, and there ain't nothing tougher than a werepony's life. Especially
Yeah,
if you don't want
because a
nothing.
werepony just wants to get bent.
Look, I know you're not the first people to laugh about this. I understand it's hard to take serious, like, but you just gotta trust me. It's a curse. I'm looking
Stand.
for a cure. If you can help me
What
with
happens
that,
when you are on werepony?
With
Does-
a very
do- do-
serious. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you have any control
Oh,
of yourself when you turn into a werepony?
I don't like it, and it's only under stress, man. You got to beat me up something fierce before it'll express itself.
Do you have any control of yourself, or you just lose control?
I'll lose control and wake up days later sometimes. It's a horror, I tell you.
This is a very okay. He's asking very serious. Is like, man, we understand your pain, but I have a very serious question. Do you have your own saddle?
Can you repeat that?
Do you have your own saddle? He asked very seriously. Do you have your own saddle?
No, hell no. Are you kidding? Nobody in their right mind wants to live the life of a horse. It's a curse, I tell you.
No comment.
I whisper to Night Glider, we need to get one.
Okay,
Look,
sounds weird.
I hear that and I'm like, hey man, I got a condom.
mechanically, I'd like to explain it. You may have noticed that untrained druids who don't believe and will not accept the horrible truth of their druidic stature have little other way to explain wild shape other than to call it lycanthropy.
That's fine. That's cool. It's just like I'm playing Sonic. He's like finding this extremely funny because he's thinking like, well, if you do blank out for 3 days, we can just put like a saddle on top of you and use you to carry our loot around.
Well, that won't be necessary. I got a couple of the boys, Donkey and Hoti. They're mules, and they got a cart. So any treasure and such not we need to carry around, I'm sure they can handle it.
Okay. I've been in and out of this conversation, but I'm like, hey dude, he just said he has a cart. You know, like, we don't have to walk the whole way there.
So does this mean on rare occasions he can pull his own cart?
Oh, absolutely. Not that he would want to. You're going to have a pissed off cowboy, but yes.
3 days later, he wakes up with like a bit in his mouth. He's like, "What the hell was I up to now?"
That could happen. It has been known to happen. I'm just giving you fair warning. Now, I told you before.
Okay, I use my familiar to cast sense alignment. Well, like, what's your alignment?
Neutral good.
Okay.
Now, as I said before, that's the bad news. The good news is I do own a magic horsey. Diane's a wonderful beastie. And if you're going to die, she can save your life. But you need to give me permission, because not everybody has received her services with, shall we say, complete equanimity and approval.
You have a rape horse.
Look.
You have a horse
It's a little thing.
that will rape you
She's got a nose.
to save your life.
She's got a nose for Goodberry, and I've trained her to share.
If you're good enough and kind enough, my horse will rape you back to life.
In here, I was
Not
thinking.
rape
In here, I was thinking more of like the horse walked up to you and be like, "Leave," and like wax your head with her hoof, and you have to print on your
Oh my
forehead.
God.
It's a trick.
I start looking at the party again. I'm like, I don't know about this guy no more. Like, that seems like a hard pill to swallow. If you'll get my meaning.
Professional nursing mare. She is not going to take advantage of anybody, let alone rape
I
them.
kind of wave my hands and I'm like, hey, man, if you do not realize how many ladies I have bluffed with, hey, my cock will heal you. We're on another level.
She's not equipped, I assure you. Now, let me finish. I taught her how to use these here good berries. Essentially, there's a trick
Yeah.
bag. If I point and designate a victim in need of her services, she will gladly munch on a few good berries and share them with you.
So
It's
she
called
spits in your
No
mouth.
thanks.
Cardiopulmonary
Oh,
resuscitation.
Oh my
Hey, man.
goodness. I have much
Okay.
to teach you about the
I kind of
German
turn to the
ways.
group and I'm like, hey, man, I am not sold. You know, like, you guys decide on this. I kind of go
Yeah.
back on my own way.
So, like I said, it's fair warning. If you don't want her to save your life with supernatural means, let me know.
I yell from across the bar, don't fucking do it!
But if you are not averse to being saved by a horse, well, we will endeavor to please. Now, in some very dire circumstances, I have seen people brought literally back from the brink of death. Now, mechanically speaking, we call this the last breath. It can save your lives.
I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining a horse putting some good berries in it, start shooting them up, and they're just kissing you, and you're brought back to life.
Especially regurgitating
I know
into
that's
your
not
mouth.
what you mean by but it's just like hilarious. I'm just thinking of like a
Like a
cartoon.
little bird.
They munch it, walk over there, and just like kiss you, and you're like, ugh.
You didn't buy me dinner!
Ugh.
So, since I have warned you up front about all that comes to
Oh! I almost just spit beer all over my computer. I'm sorry. Yeah, you warmed us up.
Services.
So let me get this straight. You're hung from a horse from the waist down, and you can turn into a horse, and your horse is a good French kisser. Is that the essentials? That's what we need to know?
Essentially, those will cover the highlights of some of the issues I've had with others in the past.
Right. You're not the craziest guy I've heard.
I look to
Yeah.
Night Blighter and say, imagine the things you could have taught Shagmeister by now.
I know, I thought Shagmeister was special, but now I'm dying to meet Diane.
I say, hey man, I'll recommend you to 2, maybe even 3 of my exes, but that's it.
Well, you said there was undead involved. Is that correct?
Yes, there are undead involved, and I'm very anxious.
How
to kill
good are
them.
you at killing undead people, things, objects, creatures?
Kind of depends. The point of my lance, I ain't never seen nothing I couldn't kill.
Well, that would depend on the undead, because some undead take less damage piercing.
He will pull his rod from his belt. He will
Could you kill an
hold it
undead
with
horse
both hands
from behind?
for him, and he says, "This here enchanted blade, spring forth in flames when I call upon it." Not only will I be wielding a flaming blade, but Diane's better at it. She'll be wielding a flaming blade too. Ever seen Tangled the movie? Ever seen Maximus sword fighting?
That's funny. I like that.
Wait, let me get this straight. Your horse will wield a sword.
Yes, she wields a flaming terrible sword. The horse is strong with this one.
Oh.
Did you say horse or force? Because if you said
Horse.
force,
A
no,
horse.
it's like the force is strong with this horse.
No.
All right.
Alright, cowboy.
Well, I say let's get going because I think I have the spells I need for the undead and this guy here. Well, at least we have a first aid horse.
Hey, I just
Okay,
want to do
well-
one more thing, Sam, before we go on. Can we like have a day in here? I just want to enchant my blade with one other thing.
Oh, well,
Like,
Well, I don't know how
we
long.
did have everybody go to the jail cells tonight.
Yeah, because the thing is, if they don't report back, they may go ahead and just get up and leave and take everybody.
I suppose.
My suggestion would be if we're going to stay here, we help them with the prisoners protecting the town, or slash keeping them there as cannon fodder. Staying here another night kind of sounds empty.
Yeah, I know. I just want to. Yeah, don't worry. Let's just get going then.
But the mist isn't coming from any one direction, is it?
It seems to be coming from what they told us. It seems to be coming from all around.
Well, but obviously it's coming from somewhere. It's not coming from all around.
I know, but we don't know where it's coming from. That's the thing.
Exactly.
All we know is that these people are being held up at the manor, and that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Well, is there any compass direction that seems more prominent in terms of the attack? In the past, not right now. We're not going to stay for this attack.
From the questions we've asked, all they say is that the fog itself seems to come from all around them at once.
All right. Any other questions, or are you guys ready to do anything else?
Let's roll.
I'm ready to roll.
In the course of
Oh my god. I'm
I think
so
there are
fucking
two
sick of
things
these
we-
telemarketers.
All right. So let's see. This guy is not there. So you guys are on the road. Let me go ahead and put you on the big map, and then you can tell me which way you want to proceed.
We're gonna go to Run Death Manor.
Yeah, we want to go to the manor to try and find the people and free them.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. All right.
And hopefully take him on at the same time.
All right. All right. So
Okay. Oh, continue.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I did want
Well-
to share a couple of things with the parties as we're traveling. There are a few things you need to know about my standard operating procedures. One of the things I love to do in campaign play at the various conventions is save people's lives. And one of the ways that I like to do it is using my rope to lasso their unconscious forms off the battle line and then tow them off the field of battle, at least far enough away where they're not going to get executed the following round. Does anybody object to that sort of rough and ready behavior if it's going to result in your being saved?
I put on a gorget and I'm like, nah, that's fine with me now.
I'm cool with that.
Just
I'm good.
All right, well,
won't strangle me. Cool.
I got an enchanted companion by the name of Rawhide, and I'll introduce you to my rope of entanglement. It's a rather animated thing. You're intelligent like.
I really don't want to know how it got that name, but okay.
It's not a cow. It's a rope of entanglement by the name of
Okay.
Rawhide.
Oh,
At
all
any
right.
rate,
Go ahead.
um, yes, I fully intend when you guys require it to be able to dash up to this line of battle, pull you off of it, uh, administer good berries as you will accept them or not, and proceed about my business. My usual preferred attack option is the charge, but I can't really do it if you're in the way. So just keep it in the back of your mind. If you can keep a charge lane open for me, I'd appreciate it. But I do have other options if you have to move in and do your thing. So don't worry about it too much.
Well, since we're obviously going into a house, can you ride your horse in the house without taking up too much room in the hallways and stuff? Because we don't know how much space we're gonna have. I'm
Um,
assuming your horse is the standard large size.
yes, I will give you a list of the tricks that I have taught her. Kissy Face, you know about. Uh, she's she's got the trick burrowing. She has the trick sky trotting and spider trotting. Essentially, I used my tricks to accustom her to the spells burrowing, skywalk, and spider climb.
Oh,
So,
cool.
so,
Those could potentially be very useful.
Yeah, really. That's nice.
so,
I kind of look to my familiar and I'm like, hey man, that horse comes charging your wall, you get dog out of it.
the long and the short of it is, if you can fit an ogre or a dragon in your dungeon, my horse will have no trouble with it.
All right.
True
Well, I
story.
don't. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where you're getting your trick information, but here's the link for the tricks. So forget about all that stuff you just said, and you got to pick
Ooh,
from those
what
tricks.
can it actually do?
Oh, well, the tricks are essentially this. It says under things like Skywalk that if you train your horse to become accustomed to leaving the ground at a run, that it'll work. So casting the spell Skywalk on you and your horse, uh, burning up a trick slot to accustom them to this is recommended within the
Oh, okay.
spells.
What's a
So
page?
these aren't
What's a page number? Because I've never heard of that.
Skywalk. It's a druidic 4th level spell, I believe. Let me pull it up for you. And it
Skywalk.
essentially turns air into low sloping clear terrain where you can run your full speed and such not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a flavorful name for a trick when he casts airwalk on it. That's cool. It's
Right.
nothing crazy, DM.
No, but it's is it a? I'd never heard it being a trick.
He casts a spell which is like airwalk, which he can affect his animal companion, and then so basically his animal companion can fly, and he's given it a trick to allow it to do it, so it makes it doesn't feel bad about doing it.
All right. Well,
Right.
That's all.
yeah. Okay.
It's
Well,
from a spell, essentially.
all right. So a spell is a spell, but it's as far as it being tied to a trick, you have to actually have the trick that is associated with the skywalk. So, say for example, you want to have him come at your command. That's a trick, and I
Ah,
don't know how you would tie that to the airwalk. You could just say,
here,
"I'm casting airwalk on the horse," and then I'm giving him a trick command. So that's
okay. Here's what
basically.
I've done. The horse is purpose trained for combat riding. That's a purpose trained trick skill set. It's already in the book. And the 4 tricks that I've added are the bonus tricks that a druid gets for having an animal companion of a sufficient level. So on each of those bonus tricks, I associated the trick with a common spell that I cast on myself and my horse. Good Berry is one of them, which is why I've come up with the Kissy Face trick, which is essentially having her administer Good Berry to those who are stricken. It's only 1 point, but it'll stabilize, and it's saved a lot of lives. And it can heal up to 8 points per day as long as she's willing to administer it round after round after round, which only the unconscious can truly appreciate. The other spells are, for example, Spider Trot. Spider Trot is just getting the horse acclimatized to casting spider climb on it, and then riding it up the side of a wall and up across the ceiling. If you don't acclimatize your animal to that sort of thing, just because it can climb walls doesn't mean it's going to do so.
We're gonna explode! Quick, get out!
Kills me! It's a
It's the terrorists.
something. Uh,
Sorry about that. I didn't turn my phone off or starting again.
That's a cool ringer, though.
Thank you.
Is that for like an ex-wife or an ex-girlfriend? Because that'd be perfect for like somebody you don't want to talk to.
No, that's for everybody. That's just my ringtone.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
All right, so in each one of these tricks, which are bonus tricks from the Druid class for an animal companion, I've tied it to one of the spells that I generally cast. Spider Climb, Skywalking, Burrow, which is, well, self-explanatory. You get a 20-foot burrowing speed when you cast that spell. It's a third spell. And if you don't train a horse to burrow, it's not likely going to want to do it without a lot of handle animal push checks.
Oh,
okay, so you're a druid?
Yes, I am. That may have been hard to understand with the way I was introducing my character. Nay will never admit to being a hippie. Never. And all the spells, if there's anything magical about it that he can't explain from just being a good fieldcraft rancher, he's going to blame it on the magic horse. It's Diane doing it. It's not him. So, getting her accustomed to burrowing underground or earth gliding as a elemental, for example, which one of her spells allows her to do. It's called Primal Form, where you can take on an elemental aspect, like earth, air, fire, that kind of thing. Well, if you don't acclimatize the animal to it, it's just going to freak out, and you're going to have to use handle animal push checks to get it to do anything. Well, I've just prearranged Diane to be accustomed to doing some amazing things, like walking on the ceiling without worrying about it. So, you're right, it's not a formal trick, but then again, none of those spells directly say, without expending a trick, your animal companion cannot share the spell. So,
Well,
It's like a specialized saddle that like lets you clip yourself in.
I apologize, but I didn't hear you very well.
Have you got like a specialized saddle that lets yourself clip yourself in?
Oh, yes. I have a masterwork military saddle. You have a 75% chance of not falling out of that thing, even when you're unconscious. But more than that, when I
What about when you're upside down?
Yes, when I spider climb, it's affecting me and the horse through share spell, which means
Yeah, but you've got to have
Not
something
the
to
saddle.
hold on to.
no, I'm spider climbing the horse.
Yeah, I understand that. The horse has got like it's attached to the wall, but you need to have like say if you want to have a flying mount, you got to have a special saddle like if it wants to go 180, you don't see fall out.
True, but I don't have a flying mount. I have a mount that can run up the sky.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever the DM says.
well, yeah, go ahead.
I agree.
Man,
But however you wish
I don't want to go too much into my life, but like, I'm a fencer. Napoleon, he had like fucking 5-inch thick boots on his saddle. I mean, that's where they're gonna hit.
Oh, right, for armor. Well, that's I guess another topic. I've got 12 ranks in craft armor because I essentially use Stone Shape as a digital printer,
Okay.
and I do a lot of my own armor repair. Stone's very hard to work with, so with Stone Shape and a good masonry skill set, which I also have, between the two, I can regularly keep my armor in good repair. So it's one of the things that I like to do.
All right.
At any
all
rate,
right.
anything you wish to cancel or to amend, let me know. I'm not here to argue about it. I just wanted to let you know that I've bent over backwards to accommodate the the believability of using various spells and such. I've gone beyond what the rules actually call me to do.
All right. So where are you guys? You're basically you're leaving the area. It starts to actually rain at the moment. So and it's about maybe 6 o'clock in the afternoon, guys. So you leave the tavern. You look overhead and looks like okay, it's definitely gonna rain on our way over there. So on the trail, you start going north because you already know where to go. So it starts to rain somewhat heavily, and you get to the area where the manor is. So here's the manor, and you are looking down into the valley of the area. I guess you could say. It's a little. You're like on the area up here. So you're coming down into the manor. And the manor again, it's being transformed into the shrine of Tempest. So trying to transform it into an actual temple since this place has been abandoned for quite a while. Since again, there used to be a manor for a very high class noble, which has long been dead. All right, so you get to that area.
Okay,
Hmm?
what perception check should I use to like this is the first instance I've ever seen of a Temple of Tempest
Well, the
being
mhm. well the Temple of
slightly
Temp.
evil, even.
Well, again, the guy has taken it over, so it's basically somebody's squatting in the temple. So that's what's happening. All right, so you go down into that area. You're looking at the overhead. You are looking into the area of the manor. There's two buildings, and you do see that the place is being patrolled by some sort of flaming flaming skeletons. So
Ooh.
yeah, the skeletons are not being the water's not affecting them as far as it, quelling the water. So they are just basically just moving around, patrolling the area. So
Am
what do
I
you?
Let's
close
follow
enough
that.
for a
What
knowledge religion to be of any help, or do I need to get closer?
No, you can again. You guys are looking down into the valley. Like the old Western movies. The guys get up on the hill and they're just wait for the bad guys to just shoot them with rifles or whatever. It's same thing. So you can
Okay.
definitely see them. Not gonna. I mean, it's raining, but other than that, it's basically
I've been
the guys are just kind of like patrolling the area.
okay. Here's my check then to try to find out exactly what they are. 21.
All right. Well, you definitely know what these guys are. Let me give you the page number real fast. All right, so so Mr. New Guy, the way the skill checks work, especially for monsters, since you really don't know what the hell you're coming up against, you want to say, okay, I'll basically ask people like, okay, do you have Arcana or do you have Planar Knowledge? Because this
Right.
particular being falls into that category, and then you just kind of roll, a knowledge check, Arcana or religion or whatever it is. This particular Zion made his check for these monsters. Let
Right.
me just give him the page number.
And is
All right.
this for the normal monster, the normal bestiary, or for a different one?
No, it's basically these are just undead. Now this book, these monsters are in the Monsters of Faerun. So, and by the way, Monsters of Faerun has been errated. So there might be a little bit of a change, but pretty much everything else is still in place. So do you have the Monsters of Faerun?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Well, you just go Google Monsters of Faerun, download that because this is this is what's going to tell you of what these guys are. You don't want to just walk in there with your head up your ass because they're going to kill you. So you want to tell your friends, like, I've heard of these things. They can cast, this, that, and the other, and they will kill us. So you need to give them the heads up. Now,
Gotcha.
you want to just Google Monsters of Faerun. Faerun is spelled Faerun. Faerun. Just download the
Okay.
PDF. Now, since if somebody else has it, they can take over for him for right now, just to get, because it's going to take him a while for him to download it. It might be like maybe a minute or two. So if somebody else wants to roll religion check and inform the group on what they're facing, that's fine.
Just
Or if nobody has Monsters of Faerun, then we're just gonna have to wait till Zion finishes downloading. How are you doing on the download?
I haven't even found it yet. All I found is Amazon sites, a wiki, and
I'll
lots
give you
of
a good.
different stuff.
I'll give you the best thing you ever need, man. Like honestly,
Moss.
this is the best site. It's got all of them in
No,
I love
one
that.
set.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know if you're using Google or not. Anyway, so here's a link.
I'm
Just
using Google.
well, here you just copy and paste that, and then the first one on the list, just download that. Um, and then all right. So you guys are while he's doing that, he's downloading that. Uh, do you guys have any kind of strategies on how to proceed? Because
Yes.
Use that link.
Well,
Use that
you're
link.
talking about knowledge of
Sam.
religion, right?
yes, let me turn off
Did that
the.
not show up?
Not on our side.
Yeah, you got to take the whisper off of that thing. All right, so I do see.
Shit.
Yeah, I do see that knowledge religions. You rolled knowledge of the planes, which is a good roll. But the thing is, I, knowing about tigers does not mean that you are an engineer. So the planes have nothing to do with these particular monsters.
Okay,
they're not.
I
Yeah.
have the book. What's the pay
Oh,
what's
that
the
was a pretty fast download.
page number?
It's a 17, 17. So Mr. New Guy, this is a
Yep.
good example of how,
Religion.
yeah, how how the thing should run. So basically, you're gonna role play. You're like, okay, guys, I know about these creatures. I remember that these guys do blah 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 blah. Okay, if they do this, then we're gonna have a different strategy. We can't just go in there with you know, with flames are bursting or swords are swinging. We're gonna have to take a different strategy, guys. I mean, if I was role playing that, that's what I would
You
do.
said these guys were flying?
No, no, that's just an example. I was just giving you an example, a role playing example. If I was playing, I'm giving you an example. Um,
No, no.
I
I'm
can't hear
asking you.
anything.
I'm asking you before.
There's something wrong
Wi-
with this. Can we call again? Because I can't hear anything.
you can't hear us.
No. Can we call it again? Like just or somebody else?
Oh, somebody wants to
Okay.
host. Is that
Yeah.
it? Yeah, go ahead. Somebody else can
Can we
host. I
just
don't.
give it a go?
Yeah. All right.
My
Somebody.
knowledge religion
Okay, I'm gonna hang
check.
up. So somebody needs to call. All right. So don't know who called. All right. Brian is not in. All right, Brian's in. Okay.
I'm right here.
All right. So we're missing Will. Is that Will?
What's up?
Oh, there you go. All right, great, great, great.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
go ahead.
Quick. Okay. I have a quick question on the page number because when you explained this to us, when the guys they were on fire, were they flying?
No, no, they're not flying. No.
Okay. Good. Then okay. Okay. Then I have the right page. Okay.
All right, so he's about to inform you guys of what the hell's what you guys are looking at. All right.
So I'm just looking at all that stuff before I give the in-depth analysis.
Sure, sure, sure.
What are these things called again?
These things are called Bane Guards.
Right.
Now, these guys here, they're not really. I mean, they're not really hard to hit, or they're not really, like. I mean, I've seen them either attack with their hands, which are like claws, or I've even seen a couple of them with long swords. But what's really interesting about them is that they can actually cast a magic missile, a ranged attack at you, which is very rare for undead because I've never seen few undead that can cast a magic missile. Not only that, but they have let me out of character. Let me double check this. They also have had the ability to cast a spell called Blink. I'm not too familiar with it, but I assume we can get them from where they are to us very fast. And obviously they have their normal undead immunities and stuff to, like, you can't hit them very hard or precise because there's really nothing precise to hit. They're just walking skeletons. But the good news is that I should be able to turn them, possibly even destroy them, I believe.
Good. Power of your name, God.
Yes. And thanks for this link. I'm definitely gonna hold on to this one. Although I think I may have it already, but I just didn't realize that they had some of the Forgotten Realms books in here too. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
they got
gonna
all the
have
Forgotten
to.
Realms books, all the Dragon magazines, all the Dungeon magazines,
It's very
all
very nice.
3.5,
Okay.
all 4th edition, all 5th edition. It's
Yeah.
greatest
So
resource.
just to break it down, they're pretty easy to hit, but they can hit you. But as far as I can tell, I've never really heard of them having a like a poison touch or anything like that. We're probably not gonna have to worry about that. Just probably short sword and their ability to use magic missiles and blink.
All right. How many of them are there down there?
How many do we see?
You can't see anything right now? Did I have the? Is it nighttime? I
I
don't
am
know.
a human. I see 30 feet in front of me.
Oh, I see. I see. All right. Yeah, it is. It is pretty much nighttime, guys. Uh, well, somebody's gonna have
So do
to.
I need to do a
Oh, you know what?
okay?
Since
So
they're actually, you know what, guys? Since they're in flames, they have fire. Let me turn on the light. It technically is not really going to affect anything. Let me go ahead and just fix that. All right. Uh, since they are on fire, you can locate them. You
yeah,
can see
that's
them.
okay. Out of character, this Monsters of Faerun doesn't mention a thing about them catching on fire. I didn't find anything about that.
Oh, they what the hell am I doing here? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? I got to fix that picture then. All right, forget about the fire, but
So they're not flaming. Okay, gotcha.
yeah,
Okay,
but it's a starless it's a starless night, so you can still see them. And again, you are still looking down at them. I
okay.
wonder why I put the
Yeah.
fire
So
on.
you guys can see there's going to be about three. Looks like there's about six of them. If I mean, I can like cast it multiple times per day, to try to turn the undead. So I'm not really worried about having enough of it to try. But even if it takes me a while to get ready, don't be afraid to go down there and just like whack at them all you want.
All right. Well, give me a couple of rounds notice when you're ready to charge, and I'll see what
Oh, I don't.
Diane do for
Oh,
us.
I don't charge. I leave
I say
that
you
to you
go down
guys.
there and try and turn them, and we'll have you back.
Okay, I can do that.
But I don't want to tell you your business, son, but that's 6 magic missiles. You can cut a man in half with magic missiles.
You're right. I don't
Well,
have sheet to block magic missiles.
technically,
So
that's
okay.
yeah, it's you shouldn't have told him that because you don't have knowledge unless you do have knowledge or religion. So you
Oh,
wouldn't
you
have known that.
mentioned it.
Oh, he did. Well, he.
Oh,
I
I
have knowledge.
apologize.
I have knowledge religion, and I mentioned it to them.
Yes, he did
Oh,
mention
he
it.
did. My
So
bad. I thought you were just giving him information. All right. Well, knock yourself
Let
out.
me. let me look at my equipment here for a minute because I think I may have a potion of shield. Yes, I do. I have a single potion of shield, which I can take, which will block their magic missile attacks.
There you
What?
go.
What? Mhm. All right.
But I will have to drop my normal shield here with you guys because the bonuses don't stack.
Understood. Well, when you're ready, let me know, and Diane and I will monster out.
Can I have my bear,
Delivers
DM?
out there.
Because I don't know why it keeps coming out with that. My old bear.
Oh, you know what? I think it has your old icon on the character sheet. So let me fix that.
Okay,
All right.
-2, then plus. Where that instead of 23. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I am all set to go down there since I only see 6 of them. But if there's anywhere you guys are going to have to come on down there.
Now, you go first, and then because you got the shield, and I'll come. I'll be right behind you.
All right, I'm going to power up with a bit of airwalk and enlarge person.
Since we're not in turn
Yeah, I'm
order,
gonna
do I
cast
have?
Spark Skin as well.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Since we're not in any turn order, can I just run down there, or do I need to just move 30 feet and wait for the rest to move?
Well, it's your call. If you want to charge in there, I'll go ahead and start initiative.
Well,
Do
Yeah,
it.
part
yeah,
of what we're
yeah.
talking
It
about is
was.
having a couple of buffs up in
Yeah,
preparation to support him
they're-
when he does that.
Sure. Yeah.
So
You
you
can.
guys do your bust. Oh, I do have a Shield of Faith wand. Anybody want that?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go there and give what everybody want one, including Nay.
What are you offering?
It's a +2 deflection bonus.
Well, thank you. I don't mind as long as it won't put you out.
No, it's just a wand. So that's one. So that's 3 of them.
Do you want a bull
I have
strength
a
as well?
1 tank
Cowboy?
familiar.
Do you want the strength of a bull?
Okay, I'll put one
Uh,
on your familiar as well.
It's tempting. It's tempting, but I think I can live with my larger form and airwalking.
All right.
There may come some time when we're in that there mission when we can't quite get as much open space to gallivant about. We're having the strength of a bear and standing in the gap may prove critical later on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we're all ready, then I'm going to go ahead and charge down there. Let me do some
All right.
measuring.
Mr. Referee, sir, if you would, I'm regularly found mounted on Diane, so if you've got a horsey, I'd appreciate it. And could you make that horsey extra large, a huge size? Because I'm going to be sharing in large with her.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, wait a minute, you found a huge horse? That's awesome.
Oh,
Out
okay.
of
Yeah.
curiosity, when I put an aura on my character, can everybody else see it, or is it just me?
Certain people
Everyone
can
else
see
will
it
see
for
it. You just
certain.
go see it, or
Well, I don't
Yep.
want you to see it. I don't want it to. Like I put up an aura right now. Can you guys see it?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, okay.
who needed the horse? Is it Nye?
Nay, yes.
Yeah. All right, Nay. You have
Nay,
a
yes.
new. Let me just fix that real fast. Just horse, and then you can just. Okay, there you go. Horse. Put him in. Pow. Pow. Technically large. You can change his name whenever you want. All right, so there you go. Oh, that's
Thank you.
only a large.
Well, it'll be huge for this encounter.
All right. Well, a horse is I think a horse is medium, right? Horse starts up at medium.
It's
Large.
large
A horse
ordinarily.
is large. Horse is large.
Oh, okay. So,
But under the influence of enlarge person and share spell, it becomes a formidable beastie.
oh, I got you. Yeah, it is large. All right, well let me fix that real fast. Well, you get. I don't want to make him like
Now,
this because that's it's gonna look kind of fucked up. But that's basically huge if that's what you're wanting. All right, so
Right.
Are we still in the jail cell?
no, we're not. We're nowhere near the jail cell. We were
Okay.
traveling towards the manor.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
all right, so you are charging. You actually have to. Yeah, you're charging. You can go ahead and charge and attack whoever you want. Then go ahead. I'll go ahead and start the round. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my
Well,
initiative. Hmm.
what I wanted to do was charge in and do my turn undead. Can I do that, or can I just
No charges.
move
You
in
charge.
closer
You
so
know.
that
Yeah. Well, then that's not a charge. You're just moving in closer. That's all you're doing.
yeah, I'm just moving in closer. Sorry.
All right. So you're moving in
Okay.
closer. Now they are
Now
going to
I
spot.
moved
Yeah,
double.
they are going to
Go
spot
ahead.
you once you get past here. Once you get past the brushes and the leaves, you start getting right there. Basically on the other map. I guess you could say the other map on the other tile. That's basically when they're going. Okay, this dude is within our area. We're going to kill him. So, because
Okay.
they're going to definitely see you. All right, so you can turn, but we're gonna have to go through initiative. I rolled a 6. You rolled a 15. You can turn now. So go ahead and
Okay.
try your turn.
Or move and turn. Move and turn. Get
Okay.
more of them.
What do you mean? Well, I can do this like 11 times a day, so I'm not really worried about how many times. So
Well,
that's
you
a
can get
plus.
more of them in the first, though. That's all I'm saying. So, like, maybe
I
move
don't
to
know
about
what
here.
move to where. I
Just
can't.
a
I
little bit
moved.
further.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move 30 and still do it. You got a movement and standard.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So that should give me.
Or go a little bit left. A little bit left, so I'm just there. That way you get this guy over here.
Okay. So we got 4 there now. Okay. So I'm level 9. That's 10, 11. And for 30 points of damage, I think I destroy all 4 of them because their hit dice are only 4.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you destroy them all.
all right. Great. Great. Good job. All right. So you rolled 16. 16 plus. Okay. 16. What is 16? That's 2 plus
So
your
it can
level.
affect 9 hit dice creatures. These guys are only 4, 3.
Yeah,
So
they're
he's
only
twice the
4.
level, and he's got 30 hit dice. So yeah, that's 1, 4, 8, 10, 12. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You're
easily.
right. All right. Yeah. You destroy them because again you're twice the level of these 4 hit die creatures. All right. So you turn all of them. Or you destroy, actually. All right, so that's a pretty good shot.
Crush.
All right, make a spot
They
check.
crumbled to dust.
Yeah, go ahead and make a spot check. Well, actually, what about the rest of you guys? This round is going to be over because my Banes are going to move in. Nobody wants to get in on some.
I'll go to initiative. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Did you want me to do a spot check?
well, I want to do this on this round. So if nobody's going to do anything, then I want you to do this. But apparently, there's somebody who wants to get in on it. So. Mhm. Yeah, all right. So whoever wants to get in on some action, you can go ahead and go. All right, is that it?
Ellender.
All right. So we got a couple of. Well, pretty much everybody's going to go. So Night Glider, you're next.
You haven't got Ellender though, like the other. Oh,
Well, he didn't roll, so maybe he doesn't want to do anything.
Nay, I'm curious. Even though you're riding your horse, doesn't your horse go on your initiative, not its own, since you're riding it?
What happened was when I had my 2 icons on top of each other, it defaulted to the bottom one, which was my horse. So I had to pull
Okay,
my
gotcha.
clicker off and then click initiative. So my initiative is up there at 8.2.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I just saw both of those, and I just got confused there for a minute. Okay.
I'll just wait behind Sion.
All right, Nye, what do you want to
Stay
do?
behind me.
Well, since I've got airwalk up, I'm going to take advantage of my horseshoes of speed and my naturally prodigious movement rate to skewer this bastard.
All right.
Which bastard is that?
So
Ooh,
I
dude.
will
Oh.
gallop across the sky. I can go up to 140 feet, but it ain't going to be necessary, and I'll just squeegee him. I hope I did.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, the armor class.
Okay,
Yeah. Go ahead.
okay. You need to take the whisper off that too, because we didn't see that. Oh,
All right.
yeah,
I rolled a
22
10.
definitely
Is
hit
it
it.
22 sufficient to squeegee the fella?
Yeah. His armor class is
Yes.
13.
Yeah.
Armor class 13. So.
All right. Well, as a large lance, it goes from being a D8 to 2D6, and as a spirited lance in the midst of a charge, it goes to 6D6. So it'll be 6D6 plus my natural strength bonus and my weapons bonus. So you're looking at 3 times power attack. Well, I forgot my power attack, so I'll leave it off this time. So 9. Holy moly, that's going to be a lot. All right, here's a moderate charge.
Moderate.
All right.
What?
All right.
You
All right, so-
destroyed it.
All
I'm,
right.
I'm
So,
assuming you destroyed it.
What's
Well,
what's,
I mean,
what's the thing you've got on your weapon?
It's
Spirited.
a keen lance. It's a mastercrafted keen lance. Rather than have any plus to damage and to hit, it's just got the keen nature at the moment. When I get some more gold, it'll become a powerfully enchanted keen
Oh, that's
lance.
right. Yeah, it's double. That's right.
well, keen weapons you have to hit on a crit. I don't think you hit on a. You didn't crit. So how are you doing that?
I didn't hit. You're correct. That's just the normal damage that a lance does when it's got spirited charge as a feat and it's hit in the midst of a charge.
All right. Yeah.
Lances double any charge attack, and you double your charge attack again with spirited charge. So it's a base 66 plus 3 times my strength,
All
which
right.
at
Great.
hand and a half.
Okay. Good. I mean, yeah, that you do get double for your charge on a lance. That's correct. All right. So Nye,
Nice.
Did you want to do anything else, or I guess that's it?
Yes, since I've got the ride by feature going, as we continue, my horse will now take the opportunity as a ginormous horse to bump into this here critter and run it down with an improved overrun. Now, it's a huge creature, so it's plus 8. It's got a strength at the moment of 20, so that's plus 5 there, so that's 13. And improved overrun gives it plus 4 more, so wow.
As long I say as long as you don't get a 1, you'll hit it.
I'm sorry?
As long as you don't hit a 1, you're gonna hit him.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's an opposed test here.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So it's a strength.
It's a special attack. It's an opposed test, and I rolled a 28. Is there any dex or strength means by which your skeleton can oppose a 28?
No, because his
Okay,
dex
so
is only
you get-
11.
He gets run down. He's automatically prone, and my horse gets to apply 1 hand and a half power attack to the trample. So with power attack at plus 5, you got a, let's see, 5, 10, because it's hand and a half. And it's a strength of 20, so if I add 15, it'll be 1d6 plus 15.
Somebody's sleeping?
Somebody.
All right, so the horse will do 20 points of bludgeoning to this skeleton as it rides to the sunset.
All right. So how much damage did you say you did?
Oh, well,
20
20
points.
20 points of damage, and he's prone.
All right. Well, he's
No,
not.
I'm pretty sure he's gone.
No, he's 26 HP. All right. So
Yeah,
he's.
he was over.
Oh, okay, wow.
All right. So we got. Where did your horse go?
I am off at the edge of the map.
Oh, okay.
I continued my trip past him.
Oh, I got you. All right.
I've
So.
got ride-bys.
Oh, I got you. All right, so this guy, he doesn't have to get up to hit you with a magic missile. So here's the magic missile on you. What doesn't? Where the hell happened to my magic missile? What the fuck? Oh, there. Yeah, it's a little lag. All right, so there's 7. That's all you take is 7, and that's for you, Mr. Nine, not your horse. All right, so the other Yeah, that's
Okay, so
basically.
he shot me with a magic missile. Got it.
Yeah, so basically he's the only one. He's the only one alive. All right, now, uh, so somebody is
I
asleep.
have to ask: is Will asleep?
Yep.
That's as well as asleep.
I think he
Uh,
fell asleep.
Oh man. Fucking
all
hell.
right.
Will! Will!
No, no, no. Just kick him, man.
Is
Uh,
anybody here a hacker that can send a jolt through his headset?
no, no, no.
Not enough to kill.
All right. Well, how do you, you're the one hosting. Uh, um,
Oh, I've
uh,
got to kick him too.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so how do I do that?
I think you just right click
Why
maybe.
kick him? Because we're still using his thing. I mean, I don't see.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, alright. He's gone.
All right. Well, if he decides to play, he
Oh,
can just call us back. All right.
I
So
can't. I've never seen anybody do that before.
No, we had the guy fall asleep before, remember?
yeah, we had the guy from China fall asleep. All
Oh,
right.
that's right, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Zion. There's only one guy who's basically a prone. He shot Nye, so you are seeing this happen. So I mean, he did a little bit of damage to him. So you can go ahead and try to do whatever it is you want. It's a second round.
Okay, I'm going to try to be close enough to get him in my circle. Then I'm going to do turn undead on him.
All right, yeah.
That is 21. So that's more than enough. I know to hit him, and I'm pretty sure that destroys him because
All right,
that
so
gives me 9, 11, 12, 13 13 hits dice and 30
I got you. I got you.
HP.
All right. So, what do we got? We got a couple of. We got three, or actually, how many we have? We got one, two, three, six. We got a six of CR3s, guys. So it's Mr. Nye. What I usually let the guys take care of the XP. So basically, what they do, they go to this website, and then they can do the encounters themselves. So let me go ahead and give you the link. And by the way,
Are
I do have two other people coming next week. They had something to do, so hopefully they'll be here next week. And you already saw them on the Roll20
um,
page.
that that's cool.
Yeah. So
All right.
So are we all level 9? All three of us level 9.
Yep. I am anyway.
All right. Well, then we all get 675.
Thank you, sir.
all right. So there you go. There. All right. So we got basically two buildings that you actually can go to. You can go to the left building or the right building. Now the actual buildings are a little bit bigger than the size is kind of so when you go into the building it's actually bigger. I didn't want to make the map too big. So all right, so you've got two buildings that you can go to. You go to the left or to the right.
Is there any way to see if like anyone has more activity in it? Like, do we hear or see anybody going in and out of it?
Well, since it's raining, it's kind of hard to tell because again
Well, one looks bigger than the other. That'll be the manor. So
yeah one of the
Well, then let's take out the smaller building to make sure that no friends come.
alright.
all right, so go to the other building. Go to the right.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right, thinking or doing.
I'm doing well. Let's do it.
All
You
right,
guys
so
want to do it to the right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
all right, to the right, you basically it's somewhat of a small house area. So let me go ahead and put you in the map. Now, did Will give you a call back, or what's going on with him? He hasn't called you back, has he?
We don't.
Night Glider.
Nah.
I wonder if he's gonna keep playing. Huh.
I don't know.
Well, he didn't
I don't know,
sound
man.
tired. I was so surprised he fell asleep.
All right. Well, basically, what happens is now the horse is a little bit too big for you guys to have in the to go through the doorway. So
You're
little
correct.
hits.
The
Yeah.
horse will be merely large in about 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And if it needs to be smaller than that, I have reduced animal, so don't worry about that. I can squeeze them in just about any place you can get.
All right. All right. All right. So basically,
And
yeah. Go ahead.
Mr. Cleric, sir, I seem to have been wounded by a magic missile blast. Unless you want me to partake of Diane's goodness, do you have a cure light wounds on you?
Of course. Take out
Ah,
my stick and I whack you on the side of the head with it. Not too
ah,
hard. I whack you on the head with the rod with love. And you get 6 points back.
thank
How
you.
you feeling?
I feel wonderful. And I emphasized the points by sucking down 2 good berries.
All right. So basically, you guys are in front of the
Or
door.
one.
Now the door doesn't look. So who wants to open the area? So basically, like you would be right here, like at the front
I
of the area.
I say we have Will do it.
Yeah.
Ha! That's not really fair. Do we have a
No.
professional thief?
Fine.
No.
Okay. Well, since the last skeleton's had magic missiles and I'm the only one that has shield on me, I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up to the door. Which side's the door on? I can't
It's
tell.
right here. Yeah, right here.
May
Okay.
I make a suggestion before you do so, sir? This place has
Sure.
been defended by enchanted dead people, and we seem to
Yes.
be in a campaign against a organized undead army that's planning on being able to attack Waterdeep, if I understand correctly. Is that correct?
As far
Yeah.
as I can tell.
All right, all right. That means that if they can afford that kind of perimeter guard, and we have made more than a little bit of a ruckus, that door may be trapped, and they may be ready to blast whatever steps through it. So, if you don't mind, I don't want to tell you your business, but Diane can milk the wall and let you step through the wall and blasticate whatever's on the other side of it, and they're not likely to be ready to shoot through with a random wall. Would
Okay,
you?
so she can milk a wall.
Yes, she can milk the wall. Would you like that?
I just want to see how a horse milks a wall. I mean, I'm assuming finding the nipple on a wall is very hard.
Well, the wall will proceed to stone shape out of existence for the volume of my level, which at the moment is 7. So I think it's 1 cubic yard plus 7, so 17 cubic yards. That's quite a bit.
Now, what's the
Okay,
spell?
yeah.
What's that spell called?
It's stone shape.
Stone
Stone-
shape.
Oh, okay. Stone shape.
Well, first of all, is the house stone or is it wood?
Well, the door is wood. The house
Oh.
the manor or this little shack is just a wooden shack.
Oh,
It's a wooden
if
shack,
it's wood,
so-
if it's wood, then I'll use wood shape. I have both.
All
I
right.
thought it was a
Well,
stone
now
building with.
yeah. Now you know that if you tamper with the area, regardless if it's spelled, you're still going to activate a trap if there is a trap. It
You're
doesn't.
right,
It
but I
doesn't
don't
pop.
think they would have invested any money on a trap on a random side of the building. So
right.
that's where I'm going to make an opening with wood shape,
All right.
and then the cleric will be prepped to blasticate anything inside with a turn undead if he chooses to. We're assuming
Yep.
there'll be undead in there.
All right. So you
Is
guys.
that a
Well,
plan?
Go ahead. All right.
No,
Well.
I'm good. I'm just saying, like,
Oh well, there was no trap. So basically, it was just a regular wooden door. So you guys, you guys do walk into the area. It's somewhat of a small area. It's completely dark, and all the shutters are closed. So it's somewhat dark in here due to the fact that again it is raining outside and it's overcast. So everybody make a listen check. A listen check.
Sure.
listen, check. I don't know how good I'll do, but we'll see.
Hey, did you want to call Will back or just fuck it? I don't know.
I say let's try to call. Oh yeah, I listen really good, guys. I can hear myself breathing. That's about it. I say let's call him back and see if the ringing of the tone wakes him up.
That
Well,
will work.
Night Glider's the one
If not,
with a phone. You want to call him there, Night Glider? They're APOC. Do you want to give him a call? APOC, you there?
Oh yeah, I'll give it a go. Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, you got to just add him. Just hit the
I don't have his
plus.
contacts.
Oh,
DM,
okay. Well,
I hung up on him.
let me try that. See if he wakes up.
Just add him to
All
the
right.
call.
Well, he is no longer in the game then. So, oh well. All right. So he is. We lost a player. All right. So, which is not that big of a deal because you guys, there's three of you guys plus you have your
okay.
swipes. All right. So we got everybody made a pretty bad. Well, Night Glider made a 21 or 29 check. Now, Night Glider, you do hear some rumblings coming from straight to the right. Straight to the right. No, that's actually your left. Sorry
Like
about that.
like
Yeah,
towards the wall. I'm confused there.
like no, like
Okay,
over.
that way
Yeah,
to the left. Gotcha.
to the
Okay.
left. Yeah, I should. I'm thinking. I'm looking at yeah, yeah. It's to the left. Sorry. All right. So, what do you
All
guys
right.
want to do there?
Well,
I'm gonna coax a couple of magics out of my horse. One will be speak with animals. The other will be light. I don't want to be in the dark here necessarily, and I want to be able to have a fine control over my horse in indoors. And the third spell
makes
I'm going to
sense.
put up is spider climb. So as soon as those three spells are off, let me know because I'm going to proceed to the ceiling and use my engineering and masonry and carpentry to make sure that I'm not climbing up tissue paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and start rolling there.
Alrighty. Here's my carpentry and my masonry. Are the walls sufficient to handle a horse climbing up the sides of it?
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, you do have spider climb. It's not like you can
Yeah.
fall from the ceiling because that's just not going to happen.
All right, then me and Diane will be trotting across the ceiling. I'm pretty sure my head will still be pretty close to the floor anyway, because this doesn't look very tall.
No,
But
no. It's
So
just
your so
yeah.
your horse is down to his large size now.
yes, it does, and it can squeeze into a five. It can move in a 5 foot area because it's two 5 foot squares long and one 5 foot square wide, and it can squeeze anywhere you can. If that becomes an issue, I'll consider reducing my horse. But for right now, I'll just walk across the ceiling.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming Night Glider said where the noises were coming from, so I say, "Come on, guys, let's go get them."
Now you guys can put your own tokens in the map. All you have to do is go to your journal and then drag and drop the token on the map. So if you want to go ahead and just drag them in here, like you can go ahead and put your horse in there, Mister Nye. So you
All
just
right, I will take a look at it. Where would my horse be?
you should see a horse. I'm pretty sure
Oh, I see it
yeah,
now.
there you go.
I see
Okay.
it's a top.
Yeah.
So I just drag and drop it, and oh
Yeah, you
wow,
just
there he is.
Oh,
yeah.
he's so cute.
He's so cute.
It's a
All right.
mini horse.
That's actually my cursed form, is when I wear out as a pony.
All right. So we got a horse. I'll just go ahead and you can go ahead and do that whenever you go to a new map or whatever it is, whenever you want to. All right. So you got that horse in there, which is, I mean, he's not that big. I mean, he's big, but it's doable. All right. So you've got the horse doing his thing. You hear some noise to the left. Who is going to move forward?
I was gonna move forward here. So far, we're coming up against undead, and I'm pretty confident with my ways to kick undead butt.
Gotcha.
And out of curiosity, just so I know, like these square spots, these are the tops of the pillars, right? They're
Yeah.
nothing.
That's pillars. Like that's a wall and it's a pillar. It's kind of like right here. Same thing.
Okay, okay, just check. I didn't know if those were floor openings or not. Didn't want to like go on one like, oh, I'm sorry, you're drop down to your death.
All right. Hmm. All right. So you guys are not hearing anything other than the noises that came from straight to the left. It's pretty much it's very subdued in the area. Let me go ahead and actually let me put some music in here. All right, you get a little bit closer there, Zion. You notice that there is some stairwell that goes down into what looks to be some sort of a maybe a basement. Put some music on while we're.
Oh, just so I'm certain, am I supposed to see this dead body?
Yeah, you definitely see a dead body.
Okay. Well, guys,
Well,
stay here. Stay here for a
dealing
minute.
dealing with the undead, it's probably a trap. It's probably an undead faking it.
All right. Well, you're looking at a dead body there, Zion. What do you want to do? Now
I don't know,
he does have the go ahead and just make a real fast religion check.
okay.
Oh well, that's
10. That sucks.
that's actually that's not good. That's not good enough. You actually needed like a 12. All right. So
Oh,
he does have
dude.
basically he has some chainmail on him. The thing is that you can't really. I mean, the chainmail is pretty much gone from the waist down, but he does have an emblem. The important part is that he has a some sort of an emblem on the top part of his chest where the bottom half, all the chainmail is completely gone. So yeah, basically trying to get you to know that this guy was some sort of a like a cleric, but you don't really know what religion he's from. But
Okay.
yeah, so you just needed like a 12. All right, so which is kind of easy. All right, so what else do you guys want to do? I mean, there's two. Well, there's something here.
Well, give me a quick second. Yeah, I want to take and cast Detect Magic on the body to see if there's anything magical that he has.
All right, well
So I
you
think I
do.
need to come down more to get a clear.
All right, yeah, you do. You do detect magic. He looks like he has some sort of a like maybe like a mace underneath, kind of like underneath his chest.
Ooh, a mace. Very interesting. Okay, well, if I can take it from him, I'll try.
Yeah, you just kind of maybe flip him over and grab the mace.
Okay, let me put that in the party loot. When we can, we'll see if we can find somebody who can identify it.
All right.
Where's the party?
Now you
Lost the
also
party. There it is.
see some like documents and books, and you also probably see this dead other person over here.
Oh,
How did they die?
let me
What?
do a heal check to find out. Am I still in skills? Yes, I'm still in skills. Healing. Oh, that's not bad for healing. What's asking me for? Healer's kit. Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. You kind of notice that both of these bodies have these small bites on them, like like hundreds of small bites, pretty much all around them.
Ooh, sounds like a swarm to me. Is there anything else of interest? Now, you said there's papers and journals.
Yeah. Well, there's like a document right here.
Okay, then I'm going to take the document. We'll look at it later. I'll cast if none of us can read it, I can cast comprehend languages and then read it later on.
Actually,
So you said
it's in common.
oh, is it? Okay, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and read it right now then.
All right. So basically, this is a note from the clerics of Tempest that were here initially to try to drive out or conform the whole area to become a temple of or a shrine of Tempest. So these are the first guys that got here and were building or working on the area to convert it into the shrine of Tempest, and then that's when they got attacked. So these two people, uh, that's how they died. And basically the documents are orders from the Waterdeep uh, Temple of Tempest on how to proceed, how many clerics came with them, also the supplies, as well as the directions on uh, these two areas. Now, the documents also mention that these two areas, the two buildings, are linked together through an underground,
Oh,
the underground tap or tunnel. So the manor in the on the when you guys were outside, you saw the manor and then the smaller building. So they're both tied together through some underground connection or a I guess maybe a dungeon system. And the reason that you know is that they're talking about doing some renovations to the basement area where the two buildings are connected, and that's why they're basically talking about, okay, this is what we got to do in order to renovate, so on and so forth. So that's basically what the documents are talking about.
gotcha. Oh, and while
All right.
while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and take both of their holy symbols. So if we ever get back to that temple, I can give them to them as proof that they passed away. But while I'm still here doing detect magic, is there anything magical on the second guy down here?
No, no. Basically, this was just the acolyte that helped out the clerics, sort of like
Okay,
like
gotcha.
just assistant, I guess you could say.
Brother
Any
Simon.
anything else interesting besides the letter?
No,
Yes,
no.
sir, Brother Simon.
Go ahead.
I got something for you. You mentioned that the bodies have been terribly mutilated by numerous small bites, and you said something about swarms. Is that correct?
Yeah, it sounds like it. It possibly could be something else, but it sounds very swarm-like.
All right. Well, I got an answer to swarms. It's called these here clay jugs filled with lamp oil and topped off with a torch. You want me to get? I like to call it napalm. You want me to get some prepared for you?
Oh, most definitely. That would definitely help
All
help a
right.
lot. I know
I
we
will.
use so, yeah, yeah. If you can make like as many as you can, that'd be awesome. Because if you do
Perfect.
come up against them, we're definitely gonna need it.
All right. I'm gonna get 8 jugs of napalm set up with one torch and a pint of lamp oil each, and I will arrange that in a sack. Once they're all filled up and ready to go, I will put them in a sack and make them available to the party at a moment's notice.
Oh, nice. Now, I know we usually take all the stuff from the guys we kill, but since these guys are like brethren clerics, I don't really want to take their armor or their clothes. Unless you guys need chainmail.
The only thing I would say is if you've done a thorough investigation of their enchanted goods, you should take them because you don't want them falling into the hands of the enemy. You can give them to
Yes,
the church if you like, but just don't let the enemy put them to good use.
as far as I can tell, the only enchanted item in here is this mace, and I pick up the mace. When I look at the mace, even though I don't have identify, can I tell what type of shape it's in?
It's a pretty good.
Not
Yeah, you can. If you're asking whether it's faint, it's definitely a moderate. Like the strength of the magic is
the
moderate.
spell.
Hmm.
Now, if I stare at it long enough, can I tell what school it's from?
None of you. Yeah, you can. As a matter of fact, it's just well, it's basically like an enchanted. It's got enchantment.
Just got okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, guys, I would normally want to give these guys a proper burial, but I don't want to do that until we go through this entire area.
Understood.
We can always
So,
come back and give them a proper burial later on.
very well.
Man, what's the deal with Will? I mean, he was doing so well. Fuck.
I know he was. I mean, he must have been really tired. I mean, I didn't even realize he was tired.
Well, you know what? I'll send him a message because I mean, he was really into it, and I figured, that's kind of weird. All right,
Well,
well, go ahead.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna say don't drop him. Drop him. He may just have accidentally been so tired that he just couldn't help himself. I've had that happen to me in like one game before.
All right,
Um,
all right. So
but I put
basically,
that.
yeah.
There. Okay.
So basically, this is
I'm
pretty
done.
much
I'm
all
just
you
talking to myself.
find, guys. You know, some dead bodies, some the documents telling you that the areas are interconnected via the basement area. So Anything else you guys want to do?
No,
Trying to
well,
find the
yeah,
basement.
let's go to the basement. I am going to take the letter itself with me, though.
Okay. All right. So you get down to like where the basement door is. It seems like it. Who wants to go ahead and try to open it?
Just a quick question: is the door up here or more towards the bottom?
It's more. It's towards the bottom, like right there. I don't know if you can see that, but the door's.
Well, I don't think I'll have the. Well, I'll go down there. Is it locked? Does it look locked?
How can you? Well, you can't really like look at a door and see if it's locked. You have to kind of like.
Well, what I meant is, if I try and push it, is there any resistance to it? Can I tell if it's locked that way?
Okay, you're gonna put your hands on it and open it, right?
Well, not open. I'm gonna try. I want to try to open it.
All right, so you're gonna try
And
to.
if it's unlocked, I'll open it. Yeah.
All right, so
But
basically,
if it's locked, then I can't.
yeah, you turn the knob and it's definitely locked.
Okay. Well, I'll come back up here and be like, guys, this thing's locked, and I don't have the skills to unlock it.
I do. Would you like me to open the door for you, sir?
Do we need to get out of the way?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This is what I think the wizard folk call a knock spell, but I don't really know how Diane does it. But well, here goes. Diane will park her butt in front of the door and begin to vigorously kick with power attack.
All right, so it's not given away. It's not working.
Oh, I totally agree. It's not going to shatter, but wood has a definite amount of hardness, and I got a power attack kit that has a plus 14 damage modifier.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
So we will drill through it, 1d6 plus 14 per round until something gives.
All right, so it basically took a while, which is not a problem. So he finally gets it open. Now the lock was actually an arcane lock, but since he bypassed that by destroying the door, it basically fixed that. All right, so you guys you guys go down a bit of a ways, and then you get to the new area. So this is where you guys are. Make sure I've got the.
I ain't finished. I ain't finished with the
Sure.
magic spell. It's got some components to it. It's called carrots and lavish praise. So I will administer carrots and lavish praise to Diane for having opened the door with her knock spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's her knock spell. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so you guys, make it down into what looks to be some sort of a empty chamber, or actually empty room, and it goes into. Well, you guys can investigate it.
Anything interesting in this room here?
Now it's basically completely, it's got a lot of dust. Doesn't have any barrels or anything like that. So basically, when they were here, they're probably more than likely tidying up the place before moving the furniture around or moving whatever it was inside or to a different area. Say for example, past the door that you guys are looking at.
Brother Cheyenne, may I make an observation, sir?
Of course.
You are a mighty man of the cloth. The gods have generally smiled upon your every effort, as I've seen with the undead and your healing faith skills. Do you mind if I take some of the dangerous duties of going first? If the healer drops, the whole party is kind of screwed.
Not really. We have your horse. We have Diane. If I die, Diane will help bring everybody back together with her kiss.
This is true, but you seem to have a more dedicated, durable access to such healing arts.
All right. Then you may go first.
Thank you. I don't mean to be out of turn, so if the other feller down there, Night Glider, if you want to go first, feel free, but I think we can handle it.
Go right ahead.
Do you insist on taking the honors of going first, or shall I do so, sir?
No, no. Hey, go right ahead. You're more than welcome.
All right. Well, I propose to open this here door and investigate the other side of which. Is that amenable to everyone?
Sure.
All right. I will attempt to do so, Mr. DM. You might want to get back because I only detect traps in one way. It's setting them off.
Oh, okay. All
I
right,
really like your knock spell. That's nice.
all right. So basically, you're just gonna do what exactly? You're just gonna open the door, or
I'm going to see if it will open first.
all right. So you put your hand on the knob, you turn it, and
It explodes.
Oh my. I did not expect it to open. I think you're luring me into a false sense of security, guys. It could be dangerous. I will proceed on the ceiling. Marching across the stone ceiling here. Tell me when I find something interesting, like this dead body in the corner.
yeah, you definitely see another what looks to be some sort of a dire rat.
Ah,
Ooh. Does it look like it died the same way with small bites?
Correct.
And is this okay? I have a question right here. I can't really tell from my eyes. Is this a stone construct or like a dead person?
No, it's a bunch of skulls. It's a bunch of skulls.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I just saw this little straight piece, and it reminded me of like a sword. So I didn't know if it was like a statue with us holding a sword or something. So can I assume that this over here is like is this like a dead thing as well?
It's blood.
Blood?
Blood.
Kind of hard. I can't really. But is this a door?
It's a door.
Okay. Blood in front of a door. Nay, why don't you go knock on there? See who's home.
All right, everybody make a spot check.
I don't know why I try. You should just say, okay, everybody. I mean, Night Glider, and make a spot check. That's what you should say. Because he has Night Glider has the best spot check of all of us.
right.
Okay.
And I got a 10. Woohoo!
What's
You
happened to
okay
us?
today,
Oh, I've got
Night
Shagmeister, that's
Glider?
why. Yeah. I've just got to get. I was on Shagmeister's sheet.
Ah.
Spot.
All right.
35? Wow.
Boom!
All right, so Night Glider, you notice out of the corner of your eye what looks to be, since you see it so well, I'm just gonna have to move your token because I don't want everybody else to see. I just want you to see. All right, so you see that. You're not there. I'm just telling you
Wait a
what.
sec.
I don't know if you can
Whoa,
see
what
it
is
that
that?
well.
Fuck. Not even.
Let me just make it bigger for you so you have it. Can you see it better now?
It's like the thing at the bottom.
Looks like a kind of diseased rat. You kind of,
Oh yeah, now yeah. Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you
Is
see
that the
that.
swarm?
You see what you see, man. You have religion.
No.
Well, then you do know it's a swarm, but you know. All right, so
Looks like rats to me.
well, you can tell your friends whatever, but you made your check, so I don't know what to tell you.
This looks like some filthy rat swarm up there, and they don't look natural.
Hmm.
All right. When you say that, I pass out my 8 pints of lamp oil with their torches affixed to them. And I say, do you want me to summon up some pony assistants to carry these here napalm into battle?
Well, I think there's 3 of us, so I can take 2. Nightflyer can take 2, and you can take the rest for now. And then
Don't worry. No, I don't want one. My
one?
goddess will give me enough flame.
Very well.
Well, then I'll take 4 of them because I don't have any spells which target multiple.
Gotcha. Do you have a means of lighting that torch, or shall I dip my torch for you? You'll need at least one lit torch if you're going to light all of these things easily.
Yeah, I'll just take a lit torch from you as
Very
well.
Okay, so we're ready. Do you want me to go first? I understand that diseased rat swarms love the taste of horse flesh in the morning.
If you want to, yeah, this way I can come up behind you and see if I recognize what they are.
I think you probably need your holy symbol, man. They looked.
I got my holy symbol right here.
When I get between these tier 2 pillars, stalagmites, stalactites, whatever they are, I'm going to prep Diane by saying, Diane, what I want you to do is run forward real fast and then run forward, run back real fast. In other words, execute a double move. One move forward, one move back, and I'm going to hold my action for when she completes her first move. My held action will be to toss a lit bottle of napalm into a rat swarm if I see one, and then she will ride back to the party, and I will elaborate as to what happened.
Okay.
So she has a base move of 40 with her armor and 30 more with the horseshoes of speed. So we're going to zip along the ground here at 70 feet forward and then 70 feet back, unless, of course, there's a rat swarm in the way, at which point we will deposit said napalm and boogie.
All right.
Back to the party.
All right. Well, sure, yeah. Go ahead and do your thing. I guess you maybe want to roll initiative so we're all on, instead of in case Night Glider and the rest of the guys want to do some damage.
Okay. I will roll my initiative. That was a dexterity bonus too.
Wow, I think that's the first time that my initiative is actually beyond Night Gliders.
All right. Well, whoever wants to go ahead and go, you can go ahead and
Night Glider, about how far out there are they? Because my eyes are terrible.
Yeah, about 60 feet. Up on the right there.
Then I could probably move 40. 10, 5, 10, 15.
Allow me to go first, sir. It's a job of the scout. Horse recon, don't you know?
Okay, well...
I don't see him yet.
How about this? Okay, so why don't you go ahead and do your thing, and then...
There he is.
All right, that's my 70 feet forward. Is that a rat swarm?
Yeah, it's actually it looks a little bit. Also, it looks a little bit like ethereal, so it looks kind of funky. Like, let me just show you guys a picture, so everybody's gonna see it anyway. I don't know if you can tell.
So it's a ghostly ethereal rat swarm. My napalm will be less effective than anticipated, but I will toss it nevertheless, and then return to the party to inform them that undead ethereal rats approach.
All right.
That's not good.
This is probably a job for super religious clerics, sir.
Okay, so I do need to at least get 4 close enough to actually see them so I can do a knowledge check.
Yeah, does the napalm at least light up the area so we can see clearly up that far?
Oh yeah, let me. By the way, new guy, just drag and drop a torch in the area that you want to, do a fireball. If you can do a fireball. So the same.
I have a torch on me.
So you can just say, well, I threw the napalm like right there.
Okay. Well, I can actually see it now, so can I do a knowledge religion?
Yes, you can go ahead and do a knowledge religion, yes. You need a 22 for that.
Okay, come on.
All right.
25.
All right, so basically it is MM3, page
okay, I got
50. Monsters Manual
MM3, page 50?
Yeah.
All right, and 3 page 50. Where are they?
All right, so Mr. Religion Man, he's going to give you the heads up on these things, and you guys are going to prepare your strategies. And by the way,
Well,
these
once I
things
get
are
to
just kind of scurvying around. They're kind of like they're not being overly aggressive, but say for example, you just see a bunch of rats. They're not necessarily going to try to attack you if you see them from afar. But that's kind of like the way they look. So do you have the PDF there?
Yes, I think yes I do. So okay. So 20, 20, 20.
All right. Well, anyway, he's going to tell you this anyway. So this is a ephemeral swarm. They're basic ghostly swarms, by the way. And basically, if they get into your area, you're going to be nauseated, and you already know that all swarms do automatic damage, and they also do strength damage. They do. This is
Yeah.
out of character. Well, I have to kind of tell you this, regardless of how I say it. They do 1d6 strength damage. So again, if they bite you, they automatically bite you. So you're gonna lose strength damage 100%. So what say you? And not only that, you have to make a
Okay.
fort save for you to be nauseated. Nauseated means that you will not be able to do any kind of attacks. All you can do is do a movement. That's all you can do.
Is that like under the swarm traits? Because that's not one of their attacks on here.
Yeah, if you go to the right side, it says distraction. Any living creature vulnerable to an inferior swarm
Oh,
damage.
combat. Okay, I didn't look down that far. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Oh, but this kind is also it takes half damage from slashing and piercing. Looks like only slashing and piercing weapons can actually hit it. Gotcha.
All right. Well, you guys got the 411.
And it is considered undead as well, so
All
I'm
right.
going to try to see if I can do a turning on them, but I need to see how.
Should be able to, man.
I need to move closer. There we go. Okay, here's a turn check. I got a 9, which gives me makes me an 8. So no, I can't affect them this turn. They're too high level for me to do that.
All right, so they know you're here.
So that's my turn.
All right, so technically he went. Night Glider, he tried to turn. It didn't work. So what are you doing? He gave you the information on him.
A flame strike it.
Flame strike it. There you go.
I
Oh, that's
can
a
make
pretty.
four
That's a
saves.
5th level spell. But I thought that's a pretty good spell.
4th level for a druid.
Ah.
All right, you gonna move a little bit forward, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I moved a bit forward. But where's that horse? Oh, there. No, I don't want to be the first gun.
You can't be on my square.
Yeah, and it's long, so it's in range. So I get a reflex save from your guys.
All right, reflex heal.
Half of it's fire, half of it's divine.
All right, reflex
Yeah,
is
you make
21.
a save.
All right.
Yeah, make a save. Yeah, I've got to roll 7d6. You take half. It's actually 78. That's right. For flame strike.
Actually, don't ethereal creatures take half damage anyway? So he'd take like a quarter damage.
Well, that's if
divine though. This is half of it's divine and half of it's fire.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he's doing a magical attack, meaning that he doesn't get the 50-50 for the ethereal part. So he's just basically doing a regular attack. All right. So what's the damage?
Half of
42?
that, so 21.
21.
21.
All right, 21. We got minus 21. Got it. All right, this thing starts to, you hear like a high pitch screech, and it moves 1, 2, 3. Does a, well, it does a run maneuver, but it technically can't attack you, Zon. This guy over here,
Okay.
he kind of does a run maneuver as well. Let me just put him back, by the way.
Oh, there's two. I didn't even see the second one.
All right.
Right.
And then,
It looked like legend.
all right, and then from the door behind you guys, do you see this one coming behind you?
A third one?
Well, where'd that come from?
Oh, there it goes.
They must have been sneaking behind us. They can go through walls.
Man,
All right, so they're basically on top of you, but I already moved more than that I could, so I can't really attack you. All right, so we got Nye. You basically see these things kind of festering around you. You can do whatever you
Holy
want.
crap! We dash out immediately, and I am going to light my. Let's see. I'm going to do two things. I think the cleric is critical to the success of this adventure, so I'm going to order Rawhide to snap out 10 feet and entangle him willingly to come along, and then hold him off the ground 10 feet while I book out of this room so that he gets an opportunity to cast his turn undead in the clear next round.
I'm cool with that.
Oh.
As long as the grapple does not keep me from using my hands and stuff, because I'll need that for my
Don't
casting
worry.
and all that.
I get to the end of my movement, I'm just going to release you. I was just grappling you, and hopefully you would accept it so that I could haul you out of danger.
Oh, so you're trying to.
I would have stopped at about here, because everybody would still be
I
in
don't
my
know how fast they move. I'm not taking any chances, but I also know you can turn a wide area. So if you need to drop wherever you want, I'll drop you.
Okay. I'll poke the horse, and you guys can drop me right here.
Okie dokie.
Actually, no. I'm gonna drop right next to it, so that if Night Glider wants to dash past me into the hallway, he can.
Okie dokie.
All right, Night Glider. They are pretty much kind of coming from coming almost halfway through the ground, but they came into your direction. But since they're ghosts, they can hover up and down. So they're right on top of your ass. What do you want to do?
Okay.
I'm looking at it over here.
I'm confused. If Nay went, isn't it my turn?
Yeah.
I thought you said you moved right by the door or something.
No, that was on his turn.
That was from Nay's turn. I was saying I told Nay to drop me here. Then because I didn't know if he was done. Because
he's
I'm
gonna
turn. I was gonna do a turn on all three of these.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and turn.
Sorry, I just got
I thought when
confused there.
you were talking about moving, I figured, okay, that's his movement. So yeah, do your thing, and that doesn't do shit.
Got a 16. No, hold on. Got a 16.
Oh yeah, you do.
Which gives me a +2, which makes me 11, 9, 10, 11, which is still one
Nice.
less than them, because they're 12d6.
All right.
So that's the thing.
So there's your standard. Now you can go, Night Glider.
Shit, we're in trouble, boys.
These are CR5. Come on, guys.
Yeah, but they're swarms, man.
They're icky and undead.
Well, you knew there were swarms when you got down here.
I agree.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I just have to try and hack this thing. I'll rage out. And, 5 foot step out of there. And, try and attack. So, no, I'll say Shagmaster, get out of here. I'll send my goat away.
Now, technically,
Yeah.
you can't be on top of this stalagmite. So,
Oh, I didn't see the stalagmite there. Oh, you can go next to me then. Over here.
well, just move them wherever you want.
Yeah, move him there.
All right, you're.
And
Mhm.
all right, so this I'll rage, and so this is first attack. Does that hit? Yep. So 22,
Well,
and
armor class is 20, so you rolled a 19.
that should be 13. So oh yeah. Second attack. Ugh,
Another 19.
and damn. And this is the second rage attack. So that hits.
All right. So 23 damage.
Yep. And Swaps the bear is going to claw it.
Well, he doesn't have magical weapons, so don't bother.
Yes, he does. I cast Greater Magic Fang on him every morning, so and it lasts for 12 hours. And so yeah, it's got a magic weapon.
Oh, okay. So we got. So what's the damage on the guy that you just did, by the way?
23.
So half of that would be 12.
You round down, so
Yeah. Well, yeah.
11.
11. Yeah.
11.
All right. 111. Got it. All right.
And then Swipes hits for 6 rounded down.
6 rounded down. That would be. Yeah.
Yeah. He gets 2 claws and a bite. And another 6 rounded down.
All right. So what's the total damage?
And then the bite hits as well. So 6, 6, and 5. 17.
All right. What's the spell you said you cast?
Greater Magic Fang.
All right. Greater Magic Fang. All right. So
I have to say, this is the first time I've ever heard of like an undead ethereal rat swarm. This is kind of cool.
yeah, you do. I'll say magic gives natural weapon +1. All right. So I would assume that. Yeah, it affects it. So what's the total damage? And just half the total damage real fast.
That was 17
Total. Okay, 17
from
total.
Swipes and 11 from me, so 28 total.
Yeah, I already got yours. So
right.
the bear was what again? 17?
Yeah.
17 half. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, we got the swarm. Basically just moves like right on your ass. On both of your asses. So here's the damage that both of you guys are going to be taking. I got to do one for each individual. So here's for you, and here's for your bear. So you're fine. Your bear takes 5. Okay, this guy moves right on.
Oh, that cut out really quick. I can't hear anything.
Oh, you took damage. You took
It's
1.
on my Skype.
Yeah, you took 1, and the bear takes 5. All right, so this guy does.
But you need to make a fortitude save or be nauseated.
Oh yeah, you got to also be make that fortitude real fast. Yeah, well he'll make that. All right, but in the meantime, this guy's gonna move right on top of your ass, but he can't attack. And this guy is just gonna move over here through the door. He's just gonna do a run maneuver. All right, so the only person that really took some damage was Night Glider and the bear. All right, so we got Nye. You see that the swarm, the ghostly swarm, basically comes through the wall and is on top of the goat. And yeah, are you nauseated? So the only thing you can't attack Night Glider. You also got to do one for your bear, by the way. So while you do that, so you won't be able to attack next
Nauseated
round.
only makes you +2. It only makes you -2 to your attack.
Yeah, but you can attack, by the way. nauseated creatures can't. You can. The only thing you can do is move. All right. So Nye, what do you're seeing these swarms coming through the door? What are your thoughts?
All right. I guess I need to know is Night Glider in good condition, or can I obviously tell that he's been weakened?
Well, you got to ask him, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
So the
throwing
roll-
up.
Is Cheyenne weakened as well? I have a limitation on how many people my.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. Don't worry about me right now.
Okay. In that case, I am going to draw my lightsaber and whisper the command word, "The horse is strong."
All
with
right.
this one.
Is it-
And both I and Diane will sprout a 3-foot scimitar blade. She'll be sprouting it from her mouth, and I'll be sprouting it from the end of my wand.
No, that's
Um,
not. A horse is not gonna. No, you can't do that. I mean, really,
Share
come
a
on, dude.
spell.
Yeah, a horse is not gonna have a sword in its mouth. I, I mean, yeah,
Okay. And then you didn't see Tangled, then I guess.
yeah. No, I didn't see that.
No, Maximus. If I can show you a sword fighting horsey, will you accept it?
No, I mean, I try to make the game like somewhat, realistic. I mean, that's just My Little Pony. That doesn't really work. I mean, it's a good try though. I mean, if you had like a monkey with you, I would be. Oh yeah, I guess.
Tangled actually has it's an animated Disney flick, I think.
No, I know
Or-
what you're
or-
talking about. I just don't. I really don't watch, Disney movies.
Okay, so no share spell for Flaming Blade from the horsey.
If you had a monkey,
All
I
right,
would be like,
I'll-
that's fine.
Well, the only reason I think it works is because in the spell description, it specifically says that it's just an immaterial blade that's suspended a few inches out from your digit, whatever, your hand, your hoof, whatever.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh.
actually holding anything.
Right. All right. Well, you're fine, but the horse is, it's not gonna work for the horse. So what are you up to?
I will command the rope to grab hold of the nauseated barbarian. I think that's what he is, or barbarian. Is his bear equally down for the count?
No, everybody's fine.
No, the bear's still up.
Everybody's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I will limit it to just lashing out at you as we run past and try to get some more distance on these critters by going up these here steps.
I mean,
So I'm carrying you literally to safety because you're nauseated and you need to be healed before you get overrun and absolutely murdered by these things.
Well, right now I can't heal nausea, and he's only nauseated for 1 round.
yeah. Well,
I know, but
the only person that's
he needs
nauseated.
that round not to be under a swarm.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm gonna
the only
write- I'm
person
gonna-
that's nauseated is Night Glider, and not Zion. So.
Right, so that's why I'm grabbing Night Glider.
Oh,
with the
okay.
rope.
Because Zion was talking, I figured. Okay. Well. All right. Well. Yeah.
So deposit Night Glider beside me, right here, and hopefully he will recover from his nausea and can give those swarms what for. I plan on charging in with my flaming blade next round.
All right. All right.
Can you move him beside me? The rope of entanglement essentially is my octopus tentacle. It can just.
Oh yeah, Night Glider, you go ahead and just move your guy. All right, is that that's all you doing there, Night?
Okay.
Yes, I activated my sword for next round, and I grabbed Night Glider and hauled him off to safety. That's about the best I can do.
All right, so you did a standard, and then you did another standard. You did 2 standards. So what's going on with that?
Isn't the rope of entanglement a command word activated action? It's an extra action to entangle.
No, you've played before. You seem like you know what you're doing, and you already know that activating a magical item is a standard.
All right, then I will refrain from lighting the lightsaber until I've got Nightshade safe. I'll do it next turn.
All right. So Night is done. Zion, what are you up to?
Cool. Now, so these guys haven't swarmed me yet.
No, all they did was just run up to you because they can't attack on them, run maneuver.
Okay, so I'm going to go to. If I move here and cast a spell, will they still attack me?
They can't do an attack of opportunity. The swarms can't do that.
Okay. Well, let me get a torch here for my spell I'm going to be using. I'm basically, you guys see me praying to my deity with my Warhammer. Suddenly my Warhammer like lights up really a bright white, and I slam it down on the ground, and like in like movies you would see like a ripple effect of white energy spread out for me in a 20-foot radius.
All right.
Okay.
So that I basically consecrated the ground. Let me read the spell so you know exactly what's going on here. But hollow detect. Where the heck is it? Here? Consecrate. Okay. Basically, it blesses the area with positive energy. I get a +3 to my turn undead. Undead creatures in this area suffer a minor disruption, giving it a -1 penalty on attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves.
Well,
And the
here's
rest
the
of it
thing.
doesn't matter because there's no
Yeah,
shrine in the area.
they're swarms, so they automatically hit. So they're
Well,
automatically
the,
hit.
the,
Yeah.
the main the main thing I wanted was the +3
All right, sure.
to my turning undead. And with that, since I moved and cast, I moved more than 10 feet, so I can't move anymore. So I guess that's my turn.
All right, we got Night Glider. You were lassoed to the area that you're at. What do you want to do?
I'll get my animals out of there. I guess I'll have to charge this guy over here. And
Well, you can't. You have to go in a straight line to charge, and this thing is in your way.
Am I stopped sickened now or being nauseated?
Actually, the only thing you can do this round is just move. So you're still nauseated. He
How long am I
basically just
nauseated for?
you just
I
this
thought it said
round.
only one round.
Yeah, one round. So this is a round that he's nauseated. Remember, he was nauseated. The rats hit him last round. Now this is the round that he's
Oh.
nauseated.
I'll just move up here then, I guess.
All right. What about your animals? What do you want to do with them?
Get them out of there. I can't see my bear, so I'll call Shagmeister down there. Just run away. I can't see the bear though.
You don't see the light?
Yeah, but I can't see him with my character, so I can't actually.
Oh, well, just move. Just move right there.
Alright. Get away. Actually, I'll suppose he's still going to attack, so he'll move there and. Oh, 5 foot actually, so he can full attack and claw him again.
All right.
So that's 5.
All right. Got the 5.
And 1 second. And
That's 6.
6.
It's 11.
And the bite.
That's a miss. All right. So 11 damage. Got it.
11.
All right. Good. All right. Let me just move your guy back. Or your guy back. All right. So Ethereal moves here, and basically, well, here's the damage. How? So that's 5 more. He's taken 10 strength damage, by the way. And then this guy's gonna move. Your bear.
My bear?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, and this guy's gonna move there. You take this damage. You take 4 strength damage, Zion. All right.
Okay, DC 20. You said. Let me take out strength damage first before I forget.
Yeah. Also, you want to do a nauseated check on your bear, Zion? I mean, Night Glider.
Yeah.
All right. While you're doing your fortitude checks, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and attack you, Night Glider. Here's the damage. You only take one damage, one strength damage tonight. So you still got to do a fort save. So missing three fort saves from you guys: the bear, Zion, and Night Glider. All right. So Nye, you were watching your guys get a beat down. What do you want to do?
Fuck, I
I
hate
wish,
swarms. I fucking hate swarms so bad. So many swarms.
are
Damn
the
it, I'm sickened or nauseated, whatever.
All right. So we got
Cheyenne's nausea?
yeah. Let me put a little.
Okay.
Let me put this.
All right.
Yeah, my bear's nauseated.
Bear's nauseated.
And I couldn't figure out how to take away 4 from my strength, so
Well,
I'm
what's
just
your strength? Yeah. What's your basically just
my
make.
strength's at
Yeah. Huh.
my strength's at 8.
Okay.
But
Well then.
something's going on. Something's
No, you
going on
don't
with
have
my
to.
thing.
You don't
It's
have to
not.
change it in your character sheet. Just know that okay, if you know what your strength is, you kind of like okay, I'm down to my one strength guys. I'm in big fucking trouble. Just for you to tell the guys that you're
Gotcha.
down. Yeah. All right. So Nye, everybody's
In trouble, yes.
yeah, everybody's in trouble.
I would like to know how tall is the ceiling?
Oh, it's only 10 feet. You're basically in a basement.
Right. So it'll be kind of short, but is it 7 feet, 8 feet? What?
No,
Lot
10 feet
taller?
from the roof to the floor. It's 10 feet.
Okay. Are these ethereal rats choosing to be confined to scurrying across the floor?
No, they're ghosts. They can go on the ceiling, and they're ghosts. They can go through
Okay,
walls.
so they are aware enough of their circumstance to actually like be flying around a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, ghosts are ghosts.
Alrighty. Yeah, I was really hoping on that turn would do the trick.
Yeah, he's having some
Same.
problems with the turning.
Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to stride forward with one standard move. And with that, I can see Cheyenne's over here. Let's see, how much of a move do I have? Alright, so it's
You need
30,
a bloody wizard with fireball.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, Cheyenne, you're getting a lasso from my command word rope, and I am heading back to the entrance with your weakened body.
All right. So he's
I
basically
will
doing that lasso thing.
I will use the rope. I will use the rope since he's weakened, and he'll take some time to recover. I just saw a Night Glider go through that. I'll keep him bound by the rope this time because I may have to go in and grab Night Glider next time and just leave with both of my adventure companions.
Oh, that's not good. You guys just got here. Oh, I mean, well, yeah, you can totally leave. I figured you'd want to do something. All right, Zion, the only thing. Well, somebody lassoed you, dude, so you can move to where he told you to move.
Yeah, you're basically next to me, next to the stairwell leading up.
You get that, Zion? Zion?
The organization is solitary.
All right. So while he is doing something, what about you, Night Glider? What's going on with you?
Oh man, I can only move. I'm gonna die here.
No, you're not. I'm going to grab you next turn, and we're gonna run.
My animals are gonna die here.
All right.
I will come back for your bear as soon as I can.
All right.
Do you have
All right. So
more
let's.
than one animal?
Yeah, he's got the goat
One's
and the
only a
bear.
companion, the other one's just a mount. Yeah. One's not only got the companion abilities, the other one was my ex-companion.
You're going inside to get your bear? You're gonna get attacked.
I don't know where to go, man. I need to get out of here. I can only move. I can't attack. I can only move.
Well,
sorry guys, but what can I do? What can I do while sickened?
you can
Just
only
move.
move. The only thing you can move. The only thing you can do is move. So you
The
can
fact
either.
is, guys, we
What's
can
that?
run away, but they'll still be here if we try to go in through the manor.
Well, you're looking
Yes,
for
but
you're looking for the boss. You haven't even
Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
But the thing is, since we successfully infiltrated the barn, and if we go underneath, we can probably catch the boss on guard. We just need to because the consecration spell
Where
I
do these
cast
stairs go? Where do these stairs go?
Yeah, that's
back up
remember
where
back to
we were
the
before,
room where you
barn.
saw the dead bodies. Remember you went into yeah. If you don't remember, this is where this. Remember you guys went down the stairs.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
All right. So Night Glider, that's all you're doing. Is that correct? Are you done?
I'm running back up the stairs. I'm gonna get my bear and I'm out of here. Fuck this.
All right. So all right. Well, move your bear. Yeah, your bear can only move, so you're fine. So get your bear. I guess move your bear maybe.
Yeah, I've got to move. See,
Scion,
15, 20,
because
25,
the
30,
growth of
40,
entanglement
45,
is
50, 60.
prehensile, you can be right up next to me. If you want to be that far out, I'll leave you that far out, but I was kind of hoping I'd keep you entangled and on the horse so I could use my next action to go grab Night Glider if I had to, or the bear. Either way.
No, well, Night Glider can move. He can't attack, but he can move. And then the bear can move. Yeah. All right, that's basically it, guys. You guys are basically at the bottom of the stairwell. Let's see. The thing's gonna attack the bear one more time. And here's the damage. He's taken 14 strength damage. And then these
Yeah, he's
guys.
got 29.
All right, these guys are moving through the floor, but they can't attack, and they're just basically gonna be getting crazy with you guys unless you get the fuck out of here. All right, Nye, you are at the front door. You're looking down at the floor of this haunted cellar. So what do you want to do? You want to get the fuck out of Dodge, or?
It sounds like a plan. It appears to me that Night Glider would prefer that I rescue his bear and let Night Glider attempt to make it out on hoof. Is that the case, Night Glider?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
All right.
No, I can get out. We can get out by ourselves.
Yeah, because I go last, and you guys all go before me. All you have to say is like, okay, we know we go before the swarms. Let's just get out of here, and that'll be it.
All right.
Because I can't. Yeah.
If that's the plan, that's what we'll do. I'll retreat, and we'll do it at a high rate of speed to make sure these things don't continue to blast the cleric. We'll regroup and come back when the cleric is able to turn forcefully on a concentrated basis.
Well, I was going to try again before I left.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, if you stick around, they're gonna attack you again. Yeah, you can still do
Right.
it.
I know, but I was going to try to turn them, and if it didn't work, then I was going to leave.
You're
Well,
so weak that they would kill you. That's
But
my.
this is my second turn. I'm not nauseated anymore.
No, what I'm saying is your physical strength is at such a low ebb that if they get to attack you again, in my professional opinion, you will be a dead man.
Okay,
So-
but one way or another, they're gonna be coming for us. They go
Right,
through the
they
walls.
They can't do it as fast as I can run. I have a base 70 move rate, and I can double that to 140.
Okay, but I'm still good. But I still want to try.
All right, yeah. So it's your turn, Zon.
I'm
So
not
you can.
saying I'm not saying you won't do it again. I'm just saying we need to regroup, get everybody healed up again, and then come back when we're ready to handle this thing properly.
All right, so Zion, go ahead and try. And no luck again.
16.
I mean, you rolled 16 last time, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna rush out of there. I'll be back. I'm gonna go give myself a drink.
All right, so basically he did have a movement, so he's basically fine. All right, so he's out of there. I guess I would assume that you guys just kind of waited for him to do it, and then after that
His
you
actually
just.
turn check's wrong. It should be +9 because it should be plus his level. He's only got +7.
Yeah, you should have told
Well.
him that.
Hmm.
Yeah, he needs to fix
I'm
that.
sorry.
He didn't fix his macro. He probably does that. 24 is probably wrong as well.
Yeah, I think it's actually better Because he's got improved turning as well, and that gives pluses to his hit dice as well.
Yeah, he's completely fucked that up. You're gonna have to mention that to him. All right.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the battle is over. He's gonna have to fix
Gotcha.
that. Yeah, gonna have to fix that when you guys come back. So, he made a boo boo. Live and learn. I guess nobody died. So you guys are fine. All
Because
right.
if you
So
get reduced to strength 0 by that bastard, you know, you die. You don't
yeah,
just don't get comatose.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, he messed up with his incorrect macros,
Uh,
so I don't know what to tell you. All right, so no XP for you guys. These things are not following you, by the way, so they're basically gonna stick to their destination. So all right, so you guys are outside. You're back in the room. You kind of come out running from the cellar, and these things. You notice that these things are not really making any kind of effort to follow you. And even if they did, you could still outrun them. But again, that's the lair is where they live. They can always find some other food, such as again dire rats that you already saw down there. All right, so
Right.
all right, we're doing pretty good on time. Um, are you still on the 9 o'clock curfew?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So you only have 30 minutes to go, right?
yeah.
All right. All right. So we got.
Okay. Back.
All right. Well, you guys can regroup. I'm gonna take a little whiz. Again, these things are not following you. Night Glider, you want to mention how he messed up on his macro, and I'll be back.
I heard
Yeah,
that.
on your
Got it.
damage, because you've only got +8 on your damage. You need to add your cleric level, which is +9, plus your charisma modifier, which is what +4. So it's like +13. So you just need to fix your macro there.
+9.
Plus your
Then my
charisma modifier as well, which is what?
Hold on. That's changed since the last time I used it. My charisma is down to 2. Because at the time we weren't really fighting the undead, so I decided to do more of a spellcasting cleric. But it's still pretty good. But
I thought you got your breastplate of command on. That should boost your charisma, doesn't it?
I think it does. So yeah, it would make it a +4 there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So it should be +13 on that damage instead of +8.
Put 4 + 37. So it's 14. 2d6 + 14 times 1.5. All right, there we go. How do you save? I guess just save. There we go. Okay, this is just gonna be a test on my macro. Where the heck's my people?
All right. Did they talk to you about your messed up macro that you completely screwed up the whole encounter with?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he screwed up the whole
He
encounter.
could have turned
Okay.
twice. He could have turned twice.
Well, live and learn.
All right.
I believe I know what happened. He had one too many god damn it's in his ritual.
Yeah.
Just a
Well-
few.
Yeah, he fixed it. +9.
So what did you roll there in the second? I can't figure rolling 20 asterisk 1.5. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I have a feat. I have a feat which allows me to times the HP times 1.5, so I can hit a little bit harder.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Well, so your charisma, the bottom row was fine. It's just the top row that was incorrect, right?
No, it was the other way around. His top roll's fine because it's based on his charisma modifier.
Yeah, his
Um,
top. Well, his top
when-
row was a 7. Now he changed it to a 9. The bottom one was.
Oh, yeah, well that's better then.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, he fixed both of them. Okay, I see. Yeah. All right. Well, you
So what
guys.
did you roll on the bottom one? I don't get it there. That 30 is supposed to be 2d6 plus
Yeah, that's wrong
you know
too,
for your
dude.
turning damage. I don't understand that one. That roll.
Yeah, that's
I
wrong.
apologize, guy, but ethereal swarms are like the antithesis of a charge build.
Well, they're
The
let me
CR.
see
antithesis
if I
of
can.
anything, man.
They're
Except you need a couple of fireballs. You know what I mean? You really need
Yep.
a wizard with fireball.
no. Technically,
Okay, this
here's the thing. He could have turned two of them. You know, his macro was a little messed up, but he technically did turn two of them, and that bottom number is completely wrong, Zon. So you might want to fix that.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here,
Yeah.
because it should be right now 2d6 plus cleric level, which is 9, plus my
Plus-
charisma modifier, which
Which is
is
4.
well, yeah, because my thing is me. So that's 9, so that's 13. What happens is I have a feat that allows me to times the damage by 1.5.
No,
Yeah,
we
so
got
then
that part.
13,
Mhm.
that 13 should be 1.5 times that is it's an extra plus 6. So it should be plus 19. So it's 2d6 plus 19 with your improved turning.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was one. I thought it was times by whatever the result
No,
was.
it's 1.5 your charisma modifier level and all that good stuff. So if it was 13, so it's 1.5 times that. So it's
Okay,
plus an
so it
extra
should
6.
be 19.
Yeah. So it's 2d6 plus 19 as the damage. Your turning damage.
Yeah, it's right there.
5 more.
There's a link, by the way.
10, 11,
If
12.
you like maybe to run through that. So yeah, he's basically. No,
You
that's
would have
spelled.
probably destroyed them easy.
Yeah. Well. Oh well. That was a wrong link, guys. Let me give. Well, that's. Anyway, you can fix it because we only got like a little bit of time left anyway. All
Yeah,
right.
I fixed it.
Okay. What? Can you roll that turn? I want to make sure that you're done with that. Try another turn. 2. I don't think that's right. 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not right,
What are you
dude.
talking? 20.
That 30.
The 25.
Well,
Yeah.
No offense, but I did what you guys told me to do. So what did you mess up?
Oh yeah. Well, let me.
It
Because
should be 2d6 plus 13.
you just told me 2d6 plus 19.
No,
Oh,
I got it.
19. Yeah, 19. Yeah,
I got-
that's it.
I got it. Let me fix it. You put too many brackets there.
Yeah,
That's
it's just weird math.
no. It's he kind of yeah. He's fine. All right. So look, here's a test, pal. If you look at your roll, no, I still missing a macro.
No, that's the
Oh,
check,
I see.
yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
see what's going on. The brackets were set up wrong.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because he put the brackets behind the 7. So let's try that again. That's still wrong. What the fuck did I do wrong? Oh, okay, I know what I did wrong. All right, let's try that again.
Now there's.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, there's too many brackets. All right, one more time. That 5.
That's the 2d6.
2d6.
Not the.
2d6 plus 12 plus 7. Yeah, well, look, you can adjust your macro over the weekend. You got a whole week to do it. All right, well, while he's doing the macro setup, what's the plan, guys? You want to leave and go back to town? We're going to get some new people next week. I'm going to talk to Will.
Yeah.
I don't know if Will is I don't know, man. You can't go to sleep in the middle of the game. That's a no-no. But, yeah. All right, so technically, you guys went down into the cellar. You got a little bit of a
Got her
problem.
ass kicked.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. Hopefully the macros will be corrected, and you shouldn't have any problems next time you meet these swarms, or even a ghost for that matter. Ghost would have been even worse. All right, so I guess
I want to get my weapon enchanted too. Ghost Strike.
well,
Make it easier.
yeah, the weapon enchantment is not going to be done in Amp Hill because it's it's just like a rural town. I think you might have fixed it. No, that's not fixed. All right, so what about I don't know, maybe.
No, okay. Personally, I don't think we can get because it says that the answer is 26 times 1.5. I don't see how that's not the answer.
Because it should be 2d6. I don't know why you got the 1.5 because the 19. If you go roll 2d6 plus 19, that's the 1.5 already factored in. That's what we're trying to get at, Scion.
Okay.
Don't put the 1.5 in there. Just put a simple macro 2d6 plus 19. That should be your damage. Just looks weird on us. That's all. Because it's got 26 star 1.5. I don't know how that's rolling. Like, you know, it should be rolling 2d6 plus 19. That's what it should be.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Nye, you got any questions or comments? It's a little bit of bit of a fast game. Missing some people again. They're going to be here next week. It's unfortunate that Will had to completely
that's
lose. Yeah.
That's right now.
Oh, did you fix it? Oh yeah, you fixed
Yeah.
it. There you
Yeah.
go. You totally there. You totally there.
But you haven't got the top bit there. Your
The 10?
the d20 plus your 9. Or,
No, the top one
It
is
is +9.
yeah. It's the top one's right. The top one's
oh yeah,
right.
oh yeah, oh, it's huge. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, nice.
Oh, you fixed it, dude.
It's good.
It's perfect. All right, now you can go back down there and try to do another turn, see if you have any good luck, because you just rolled a 10 on the first one. No, you can go ahead and do what you want. All right, now you got any questions or comments?
Well, I'd like to say that I appreciated the warm reception that the party gave in my introducing Nay. He is not your typical druid, and not everyone can accept the humor with which he has been built, and I appreciate your understanding.
Oh no, bro.
Two, Nay is meant to charge lone, really powerful creatures and kill them dead. His spells are meant to allow him all the restrictions on charging to basically evaporate and go away, so he can charge anytime, anywhere. That is basically how he solves problems. If you give him some time, he can customize the spell slots for major healing or doing some serious engineering for preparing a position against, an attacking army or something. But it takes a couple days of his spellcasting to do that. So if you need that done, he's more than capable of doing it. He is a trained army engineer, and being a rancher, he's got plenty of experience with carpentry and masonry. So he is versatile. But when it comes right down to it, he's a knight on a warhorse who's meant to be challenging, another very powerful creature and skewering it dead. Now, we met the one type of creature tonight he can't really deal with very well, and that is your swarm and your ethereal swarm. So I apologize for not just charging right in and killing things, because I can't. But I did try to help as best I could, and I hope you
No. You got a pretty good character. It's just that I guess the cleric kind of just dropped the ball. So, I'm just messing with you, Zion. Yeah. On the bright side, nobody died, right? Nobody died.
Well, that's true.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, it's a little bit early. Did you guys want to do a little bit of role playing at the town and have people laugh at you for a while? Would that be okay? Because
Nah.
Nah, not really.
all right. So you guys leave the area again. It's raining and it's about 10 o'clock at night. You make it back to Amp Hill, and then basically the place is pretty much subdued. And again, there is going to be an encounter tonight due to the fact that you already know that the undead come at night. So the next time we start to play, there's going to be some sort of a battle outside.
Yeah. Can I borrow your boots, Scion? And I just want to go back to Waterdeep quickly and enchant my blade.
What?
You want to borrow my boots?
Yeah.
They're my boots.
I know. I'll bring them back tomorrow.
Well,
Can you take me?
tomorrow's well,
Can
he's
you
trying
take
to
me?
say
Can you take me
tomorrow's
to
gonna-
Waterdeep now? Can you quickly just take me to Waterdeep?
I can, but if we're back by tomorrow, then we're going to miss the battle that happens tonight, and it will be like a day late.
Yeah.
We need to
Remember,
rest for the night. I thought that's the whole reason why we came back.
no. Remember that
I know,
every
but-
night, the freaks come out at night, and they're going to be coming out. You're basically
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be.
You
you're gonna
guys
be-
can handle it.
Well, And by the way, enchantment's going to take a while. Say for example, you're going to
It
enchant
takes a
into.
day. It's only a +1, so it takes a day.
Well, there's one role-playing experience I do think a party has to have before we go into this nightmarish encounter at night the next time we move or meet, and that is Diane is very famous for and fond of a tactic in which she parades herself in front of the enemy and blinds them all. It's called Blind and Beauty. So I feel it's only fair to warn the party that this is something she will occasionally do, so that you can avert your eyes when the time comes.
Okay.
If I just set off that holy hand grenade without warning you, I feel I'll be doing you a disservice.
Okay.
All right. So again, it is raining. The people are pretty much actually in the jailhouse. So next week, you guys are going to be fortified in the jail area, and there's going to be a fucking barrage of undead, Call of Duty style, coming through the woodworks. So yeah. So
Well, it's a good thing I didn't use up most of my spells then. Still be available.
yeah. All right, so basically, you guys come back at night. You do actually, since you're going through the road and all the you have to see the crops and all the grass area that's throughout the whole village. You do see that there is a swarm of undead that are kind of working their way towards the town. So on your way over here, you do see like a massive amount of undead that are going to be rocking the Casbah. All right. Well, that's actually a pretty good place to kind of end it, unless you guys want to talk to the. Let me actually just, yeah, you guys are in the jail cell, in the jailhouse. And basically, the constable just tells you, like, what the hell happened. And you explain that. I would assume you explained what the hell happened. And then he basically
Mm-hmm.
tells you, yeah, he basically tells you, look, we're here, we're fortified as you mentioned, which is a damn good idea. And as far as XP go, you guys didn't get any XP because you ran like little bitches, so you don't really get XP for that, which is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? All right, and then they've got the villagers in the jail cell. But since you guys did see the undead kind of meandering towards the village, you kind of know that okay, they're coming, and then that's when the undead are going to be just you know coming through the doors. Well, actually, this jail cell is pretty well fortified. So if they came, they'd have to go through the front door due to the fact that this jailhouse is built out of bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's pretty
you
well.
do realize that my character is set up to both burrow and earth glide with earth elemental characteristics.
Sure,
So,
yeah. I mean, just the basic point of the game is just try not to die, because it's you almost
gotcha,
died. Yeah,
gotcha.
Death
yeah,
is very bad.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem. You might think I've got this Uber character. Your character is really not that. You couldn't handle, swarm rats. So, you know, that's he's not that badass. All right, but do you guys want to talk to the constable, or you want go through talk amongst yourselves, or I don't know.
Well, the reason I'm mentioning this burrowing and earth gliding is this. You ever seen the movie Das Boot?
Yeah, ankheads and a couple of other creatures. I've done the whole burrow and all that good stuff.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Well, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing the wolf pack, Nazi wolf pack, with these here undead on the outside, just gliding in and out of the fortress. That's my plan anyway. But if this swarm of undead has more than its fair share of shadows and ghosts, I think
Well,
we're going to end up
yeah, the
sitting
swarm are
on
they're not intelligent creatures. They're just rats. So they have no conscience. They're not under the orders. They're not under the orders of the master is what I'm trying to tell you. So they're not going to be here.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the rats. I'm saying that the large group of undead that are going to be used against the town, they may
Yep.
have incorporeal undead, and if they do, there ain't nothing worse than being stuck in Resident Evil's zombie generator.
Well, that's basically what's going to happen, guys. So hopefully,
Huh.
you some of these undeads are not going to be shadows, things like that. Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I'm really glad my character has 2 uses left of his piece of transportation. Not saying I'd leave you, or anything, but
Oh.
no, we'll have to see.
Well, there's a lot of large variety of undead that are intelligent and
I fucking hate undead.
you. The reason you came to this town was to kill undead. Gee, Louise. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, I mean, that's the reason you came down
You
here.
just can't crit them,
Yeah,
and you can't. Yeah, they're just fucked.
yeah. Hopefully your girlfriend won't get killed tonight. All right. Well, that went
She's got a
well.
Vorpal sword. I could use one of them.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, we're good on time. As a matter of fact, well, there's only like 14 minutes to 9, so doing good. All right. Well, do you
Yeah.
guys now if you want to watch the videos there, Nye, you can just okay. Let me stop the video.